I'm so good at this. I'm not ready yet. I'm just not ready. Good morning. I'm not ready yet. I don't have all my makeup on. I just I'm here, and I'm not doing well. Thank you, Ted. I downloaded some new license-free music. Well, actually, I it's great. Actually, if I embed the code in the thing, they will revenue share with the artist. So I really like the system. Anyway, good morning. I haven't even had any weed yet. I haven't sipped my coffee. I is there a case? What's going on with Congress? I gotta check C-SPAN. I haven't done anything. I'm sorry. I really haven't put. I'm gonna have to finish putting my makeup on while we're watching. Okay, let's see what's going on with C-SPAN. Okay, actually, let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. Well, let me try this. Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you? Oomph and Ted and Pepper. Who else is here? Wait, I gotta go back. Hold on, just give me a minute. U.S. House of Representatives. They are coming into their thing. Oh, no, I hate you. C-SPAN's a horrible website. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be salty this morning, but why won't you let me go on there? Okay, C-SPAN 2. I don't know what child of the 90s did this. Wait, where's the what? C-SPAN 2? Preview. So confused. Oh, here we go. What? Oh, okay. What? Huh? What? Hmm? Why won't it let me? Oh, wait, never mind. No, it won't let me click on it. Why? Sorry, everyone. And they're doing something. What? What's going on with my computer? Fuck. Oh, I have a wireless issue? No. Okay, C-SPAN. Fuck you. Oops. Not really. I am literally clicking on the fucking link and it's fucking not. No votes will take place. Oh, it's a pro forma session? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, I'll come back. Hold on. I guess I'm a lot more tired this morning than I thought. Okay, wait, what? Hitting a peanut butter cup vape. Ooh, C-SPAN sucks. But the transcripts and segmented hearings I like, yeah. All right, let me figure out. Wait, what? Let me go to YouTube. I checked McAfee's court this morning and, oh, whatever. I'm so discombobulated. I don't know what my problem is. Hold on. I think I slept. I am not awake. I don't. We could watch my favorite, Phil from the DC Board of Professional Responsibility. I love him so much. I'm in love with him. Now I know he probably is very happily married, and I wish him the best, and I would never ruin it, but he should know. I love him. Okay, fuck you guys. What? What? What now? Where's the news? We thought we were going to be full of news today. News. Courts. Oh boy. Wow. Okay, well, good morning. Badger! I'll watch anything. I know, right? Like, I'll watch anything too, though. Wait, where's my weed? This is really ridiculous. Oh my god, it's not even, like, ready. What the hell? Hold on. Oh, I didn't put it. What's that? Oh. Alright. Is it working? Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. Hi, Max. How are you? Okay, let me see what we've got. I'm so sorry. It's just like not everything is everywhere all at once. Here we go. Where's my live video? Where's my live video? I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz, and something happened, and then it's annoying. I don't think that's very annoying. So I skipped a family wedding this weekend in Vermont, and the mother of the groom texted me this morning. Okay, listen, everyone I know that goes to weddings gets coronavirus. So don't, I think the lesson here is don't get married. Don't get married. Okay. This is why marriage is bad. Let's see. Well, you know what I do have? I have a fireplace at least while we're waiting. I'll find it, but I at least have a fireplace. If you want to stay together, that will not happen. Do not get married. Yeah, right? Why take the risk? Why? What's the point? What's the point? Yeah, just don't get married. You don't have to get married. Single and loving it. I would like to go out and like see a movie once in a while or have dinner, but yes, I enjoy my single life. I think I would have a hard time like adjusting my ridiculous habits. There it is then. But I am friends with both my ex-husbands, so I just want to tell you that I am like a fantastic wife and ex-wife. So there's that. Anyway, I'm campaigning to be the next ex-wife. Let's see here. Wait, what? Steve Garvey? Steve Garvey? He's still alive? He's running for Senate in California? What? The Dodger player? I can't. I don't even know what that is. Wow, you guys, I don't see McAfee's court. I'm so confused. Like, wasn't there supposed to be something in Atlanta this morning? Is it a closed door hearing or something? I haven't seen those family members in years. Really wished I was there over the weekend, but didn't go. Yeah, I know. Everyone, and oops. Make sure you get your new booster too, right? Like you got to get your new. I got to get my booster. Hello, Sammy. Bah, you're moving the camera. I'm gonna burn myself. Is what I'm gonna do. Anyway. All right, there we go. Now I've got candle going. Oh, I didn't do my. I woke up like this. I know. You too could wake up like this. Hey, don't mess with the set. Don't be fucking with my set. Little creep. Yeah, give all the parrots. Roman hearing is today. Wait. Roman hearing is today, Pepper. What? Okay, I gotta get serious here. Anybody got any links? I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna be that fucking annoying streamer that goes, anybody have any links for me? Let me just see. Hold on. Yeah. I don't even know. Okay, wait. On. Oh, fuck. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Hold on. Yeah, they don't have any. You guys said you were gonna have something on the morning, and I said that you were gonna do it, and then you said you were gonna do it. House of Representatives. Miami, hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Hold on. Ooh, and don't let go. Ooh, ooh. House Judiciary. Oh, that's New Hampshire. Oh, God, Jesus fucking Christ. No, no. I love New Hampshire. It's a beautiful state, but no, no, not doing it. Boy, don't just search for House of Representatives. Let me tell you that. This is not it. No, baby. That's not it. You're not live. Blah, 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 blah. I want to see if this. I hope I don't get copyright written, but I want to share this because I wanted to watch this video. Wait. Oh my god, my nose. Fulton County Courthouse. What? It's Mike Roman and someone Smith. And let me try. Thank you, Pepper. I told the story about I ran into where his son was married a couple of weeks ago and the whole reception. Yes, I remember that, Jim. My daughter caught COVID from a wedding. I'm telling you right now, they're fucking evil. For more than that reason. They're a waste of money. I don't mind a party. Like, have a party. Have a party. There you go. There you go, Max. The local family member who did go did a dispo run and brought back some Scooby snacks. Oh, yeah, baby. I bought tires once in New Hampshire. No tax. Nice. Yeah. No, I had so I lived in Massachusetts and I had a boyfriend at the time and he had friends who lived in New Hampshire. And so we would always go up there. And I love New Hampshire. I actually wanted to live in New Hampshire because it's fucking gorgeous. Like it's really fucking gorgeous. It's really amazing for that reason. I really should finish putting on some makeup. Anyway. All right, wait. I want to show you this fucking yeah, just avoid the marriage part. Just have a party. Just have a party. Just have a big old dinner and party and weed and whatever people want to drink and go to the funnest. Well, I went to a fun wedding once. A girlfriend of mine got married in an apple orchard, and that actually, and then the reception was in the little barn. And she did it right. Like she was a cool person, so it wasn't like overdone. It was underdone, which I think is really great. And it just was a great party. I mean, I understand they're married and they're very happily married still to this day, but live free or die. That's right. That's right. And I'll tell you what, they do. They live free. And I love the beaches. Like New Hampshire has a little strip of beaches that's really cool. Hi, listening while I clean dog shit out of my Roomba. Oh, God. Oh, gal. I'm so sorry. I am. Oh, my banner's wrong. Wow, I'm really. Hey, gal, just so you know, I'm completely out of control this morning, so it's fine. Yeah. I can't even find anything that I was going to stream, but it'll come up. Something will come up. I know. Ooh, hi, Muskie. They were supposed to be married in a field, but it poured, so they had to do it inside the fancy barn. Barns are beautiful. I love barns. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of barns. You know what? I gotta do something with my hair. Gross irregular warfare from Fido. Yes, exactly. Stochastic terrorism. What does a Roomba say under these circumstances? Yeah, that is a heck of a chore. Good morning, gal. Everybody says good morning. Sorry, gal. Sorry you have to deal with that. It's the single most disgusting thing I could do on a Tuesday. No, I didn't. Did I read the Jack Smith latest about the documents case? No. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Jack Smith documents case. I might have it. I think. Oh, wait, what? Prosecutors push back. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up. So, anyway, now when you all talk about your legal state strains, I can chime in. Yes, there you go, Max. That's right. All to say, Max finally has some fucking weed. And that is important. Oh, God. I swear to God. The filing. Okay, here we go. Is this the government's response? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Eye candy. Is that I see? I think different. I don't have strains that you guys talk about. Do the strains differ from one state to another? Because I don't have the strains you guys talk about. The why. Okay, hold on. No, it could be worse. Probably right now somewhere someone is cleaning human poop out of a Roomba. There you go. Rip will make you feel better. Okay, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna pull this up because I am gonna read it. Hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on to your love. Do I need to make it bigger? I do. I do indeed. And make it bigger. Please make it bigger. Please make it bigger. There we go. You can read it. You're all very young. You're all quite young. Looking at Peach Milano. Thinks there may be a lot of branding involved. Yeah, totally, right? Like there is branding. Like I don't know what I'm smoking this morning. What am I smoking? I have no idea. I don't know. I buy, you know what I do is if I buy multiple vape cartridges, I buy like different strains because I just want to see what's different. And of course, all the breeding. Yeah. Peach Milano. That sounds good. Oh. I'm really enjoying like the smoky strains, like they have a little bit of smoke in the taste. I know it's terrible for me and I'll probably get something. Han Solo burger and acai cookies. Wow. All right, darlings, here we go. Here we go, darlings. Darlings. Just wait, darlings. Here we go. All right. The US of A is the plaintiff in the case against these three. Government's response in opposition to the defendant's motion for adjournment of trial date. With the trial date more than 7 months away, the defendants have moved the court to continue the trial for an additional 7 months, a date shortly after the November 2024 election. Clever little minx. Okay, gloves going on. Oh, yeah, totally. Get those gloves on and put a mask. Just, yeah. And lots of in fact, power washing, gal. Come on. All right, here we go, darlings. This court already rejected the position once, less than 3 months ago, in an order setting a trial date for May 2024, by appending a motion to continue trial to his recent reply on a motion to adjust the schedule under the Classified Information Procedures Act, SIPA. Defendant Donald J. Trump confirmed that SIPA's scheduling motion was but a precursor to a motion to continue the trial date. As set forth below, the government has provided the defendants extensive, prompt, and well-organized unclassified discovery, yielding an exhaustive roadmap of proof of the detailed allegations in the superseding indictment. Deadhead OG, you probably have there. I've never heard of that. Ocean Grown, that's a gunpowdery smelling one, relative of Chem Dog, yeah, and Diesel. Deadhead, I haven't seen that. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I need nitrogen. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, anyway, here we go. I guess I just superseding indictment. I'm very drawn into that phrase these days, and the vast majority of classified discovery is also available to the defendants. For a small fraction of the discovery that is amongst the most highly classified material, certain enhanced security protocols have raised additional obstacles to full access. As to those materials, the CISO has advised the government that he expects even those materials to be available for review and discussion by cleared counsel this week. None of the issues raised in the defendant's motion warrants the continuance they request. 1. Defendant's claims about unclassified discovery are inaccurate and do not justify a trial adjournment. In their motion to continue, the defendants have repeatedly distorted the comprehensive, organized, and timely unclassified discovery that the government has produced in service of an attack on the promptness and thoroughness of the productions and an allegation that the government is in ongoing non-compliance. The facts prove otherwise. The facts are that on June 21st, 2023, 8 days after Trump was arraigned, the government produced to him some 800,000 pages of unclassified discovery, including, among other material, identification of approximately 4,500 pages of key documents, all grand jury testimony to date, witness statements through May 12, 2023, evidence obtained through search warrants and subpoenas, search warrants and applications, and CCTV footage from Mar-a-Lago obtained prior to May 2023 with key footage identified. The government would have simultaneously made the same production to defendant Waltin Nauta, but his counsel was not yet admitted. The day that happened, July 6th, the government made its first production to Nauta. Also looking at Lemon Ox, Pineapple Express is amazing. And I love Maui Wowie. If you have Maui Wowie, and I do like actually, Max, all of those are great. Wedding Cake, Super Lemon Haze, I like all of those. And Runts. Girl, you are going hard. Go deep, go hard, get high. Speaking of which, cheers. Cheers to Max. Yeah, that's for you, Max. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. The government is producing all witness statements, regardless of whether the government intends to call the witnesses at trial. That is what the government counsel meant when advising the court that it would produce such statements, even if they would not be deemed discoverable under the code. Blurk, blurk, blurk. On July 17th, the government produced its second unclassified production to Trump and Nauta, consisting of some 300,000 pages. That brings it to 1.1 million pages, by the way, including, among other things, witness statements between May 12th and June 23, 2023, and relevant content from 3 electronic devices. On July 31st, the government made its third production to Trump and Nauta, consisting of approximately 7,000 pages, including witness memorialization and grand jury transcripts resulting from the superseding indictment, as well as the remainder of the CCTV footage. As for defendant Carlos de Oliveira, the government produced the same 3 productions to him on August 11th, the day after he was arraigned. With the government's latest production of unclassified discovery on October 6, more than 7 months before trial, it has produced all unclassified discovery of which it was aware, aside from certain agents' communications, specifically emails and text messages, that could constitute Jenks material at trial. Wedding kicks ass. I had some Blue Runs a bit ago, and that was great. Super Lemon is good, but the smell, yeah. Make sure you get the terpenes. I thought terpenes are bad for you. I don't understand. Anyway. The claim that the government has produced an additional 23% of discovery materials since the July 21 scheduling order is misleading. Of the 166,554 pages of materials the government has produced since July 21st, 134,974 pages are from the final review of Nauta's 2 phones. As the government indicated at the July, they are so fucked. As the government indicated at the July 18th hearing, a substantial amount of material from the phones was in the government's first production, but technical issues prevented a complete review of the phones. Since July, blah, 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 the government already had disclosed all in its first production approximately 93,561 pages from Nauta's iCloud account, which included material from his phones. I don't want to look at that photo roll. Airdrop. In other words, much of the post-July 21 documentary production is likely duplicative of what, I love that word, duplicative of what the defendants already received. As in any case, there is likely to be some additional discovery in the months leading up to trial. For example, the government may interview additional witnesses. The court's resolution of an impending SIPA Section 4 motion should result in additional classified discovery, and the defendant's own discovery request could generate additional materials. But none of these circumstances is unusual, and none justifies delaying trial. The government has endeavored to assist the defense's review of these productions by categorizing materials logically, explaining the production's content and organization through informative cover letters, and curating key documents and videos. As noted above, reports, transcripts, and recordings of interviews with potential witnesses, essentially the blueprint of the government's case in chief, have been made available within days of arraignment for all defendants, even though the court scheduling order authorizes the government to delay production of such materials until just before trial. The government's production of unclassified discovery has been prompt, comprehensive, thorough, and organized. The defense has complete access to it today, more than 7 months before trial. In no way does the government's record of unclassified discovery production in this case support a continuance. True. Okay, wait. I need hold on. I'm still not awake. Okay. Don't freeze it. We'll just. No, you can't freeze it off because it will. Oh, wait, what? A baby diaper. Wow. Yeah, Jim, I can tell like you have been having a real come to Jesus moment with taking care of these babies, haven't you? I will tell you a funny story about my dad one day and child. My dad was hilarious. Anyway, we'll do dad stories another day. But it's pretty funny. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Where the fuck did I leave off? Oh, here we go. Oh, 2. Okay. Hi everybody. I like live resin. I like it. Al Munson turned me on to live resin. That's not true. Okay, defendants' allegation regarding classified discovery, including their ability to access it, are also inaccurate and do not justify a trial adjournment. If something comes up, you guys, on either the House of Representatives or Atlanta, would you guys just give me a heads up while I'm reading this so that I can look for it? Sorry. Okay. Blee blah blue blee blue. Blue blee blah 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 blah. Oh, for the Section 793 counts, Trump is of course entitled to classified discovery in order to test or challenge the government's proof of the elemental allegation in the indictment that the documents he retained at Mar-a-Lago Club contained national defense information. But the fact is that the great majority of the allegations in the indictment, including allegations of the defendant's conduct, knowledge, and intent, turn on evidence contained in the unclassified discovery, not the much smaller set of classified discovery. That the classified materials at issue in this case were taken from the White House and retained at Mar-a-Lago is not in dispute. What is in dispute is how that occurred, why it occurred, what Trump knew, and what Trump intended in retaining them. All issues that the government will prove at trial primarily with unclassified evidence. Whoopsie. Whether the highly detailed or highly classified documents Trump retained at Mar-a-Lago contain national defense information is a fact Trump can try to dispute, but it will hardly be the centerpiece of the trial. Regardless, as discussed below, none of the defendants' claims about the availability of classified discovery justifies a continuance. The defendants make numerous allegations regarding their access to classified discovery arising from the status of secure facilities, their clearances, and other considerations. Most of the allegations are inaccurate or incomplete. Collectively, they are misleading. The fact that since the entry of the protective orders on September 13th, cleared counsel has had access to considerable classified discovery. And as of last Friday, October 6th, the government has made available all of the classified discovery of which it is aware, except for discovery subject to proceedings under SIPA Section 4. While a small portion of the classified discovery is subject to issues related to where it may be stored, discussed, and reviewed, the government expects those issues to be resolved shortly. Clearances. The defendants paint a misleading portrait of defense counsel's clearances. Security clearances do not pose any impediment to diligent defense counsel. In footnote 2 of their motion, the defendants state that Mr. Kise has not been cleared fully to review all of the SIPA materials. Oh, shocker. Why? Chris Kise? Oh, is it Kisa or Kise? I don't know how to say it. And that, because of that fact, his duties representing Trump in another trial, he has had no opportunity to review any of the SIPA materials. Mr. Kaiser received an interim security clearance in late July. which authorized him to review about 2,100 pages of classified discovery the moment they were produced on September 13th, the same day the protective orders issued. These materials included 16 of 31 charged documents and about 600 pages of classified interview transcripts, among other materials. So, although it is true that as of their filing, Mr. Kaiser had not been cleared fully, it is inaccurate to suggest that that fact at all explains his failure to review any of the SIPA materials. This leaves only one of the proffered explanations for Mr. Kaiser's alleged inability to review any of the SIPA materials as the possibly accurate one. Mr. Kaiser's competing obligations in the New York trial. But those obligations were aired at the July 18th scheduling hearing, and the court already had taken them into account in setting trial in May. As a result, there is no basis for the further suggestion in the footnote that the government's delayed discovery process somehow has denied Trump Mr. Kaiser's assistance in a way that justifies a continuance. Moreover, the point that the remainder of Trump's team, 4 lawyers and a legal analyst, 4 lawyers and a legal analyst, 4 lawyers and a legal analyst. I gotta write that down. 4 lawyers and a legal analyst. There's something really musical about that. Okay, my kingdom for a pen. I don't have a pen. Somebody remember that. No, never mind. Somebody text that to me. 4 lawyers and a legal analyst have final clearance. In other words, all counsel for Trump, save Mr. Kaiser, have been approved for the clearance necessary to review all the charged documents in this case, as has one counsel for D. Oliveira. Some counsel may require additional read-ins to review certain compartmentalized information, but those read-ins have been approved and can be provided anytime the defense arranges with the CISO. With respect to the CISO has informed the SCO that one defense counsel is expected to be approved for full clearance this week. B. Wait, what happened to A? I missed A. Ugh. Documents requiring special measures. As noted above, a small collection of highly sensitive and classified materials that Trump retained at Mar-a-Lago are so sensitive that they require special measures, including enhanced security protocols for their transport, review, discussion, and storage. The special measure documents constitute a tiny subset of the total array of classified documents involved, which is itself a small subset of the total discovery produced. From the outset of their case, the SCO and the CISO have been aware of some of the special measure documents, but only recently the SCO and CISO learned that others, still constituting a small fraction of the overall discovery, fall into that category as well. Secure facilities. Next, the defendants unfairly criticized the SCO for failing to establish appropriate facilities in this district before bringing this case. To begin, the SCO does not have the authority to decide when and where secure facilities for the storage of classified information are established. The CISO, who serves not at the behest of the prosecutors, but rather in a neutral capacity, oversees that process. And you can see these security procedures. Under the security procedures established by the Chief Justice, the CISO is charged with making necessary arrangements to ensure that the security requirements of the executive branch applicable to the level and category of classified information involved are met and must conduct or arrange for such inspection of their secure location as may be necessary. The classified information security officer must, in consultation with the United States Marshal, arrange for installation of security devices and take such other measures as may be necessary to protect against any unauthorized access to or disclosure of classified information. He shouldn't be free right now. The DOJ, hi Steve, oh my God, it's good to see you. The DOJ had evidence of Trump sharing the DOD info to Aussie, yeah. They knew he still had this material, that's why they searched Mar-a-Lago, in your humble opinion. Well, I think you're probably spot fucking on. To be sure, the extreme sensitivity of the special measures documents that Trump illegally retained at Mar-a-Lago, presents logistical issues unique to this case. But the defendants' allegations that those logistical impediments are the fault of the SCO are wrong. The defendants claim that the SEO has failed to timely remedy the situation or to make very basic arrangements in this district. At 4, at 4. Proceeds fucking hold on. Hola Lola. Hola Lola. That's kind of cute. Proceeds from the false premise that the SEO controls the situation. It does not. Nonetheless, the SEO has offered to and did make a facility available to the defense in Washington, D.C. that can accommodate the review and discussion of all the discovery in this case, including the special measures documents. With respect to the Miramar facility, the defendants note that the classified documents have not been transported there and state that the location has not yet been approved for review and storage of classified material. That is inaccurate. The CISO has informed the SEO that Miramar can accommodate the review and discussion of all material and can store all classified discovery except for the special measures documents. The defendants claim that this situation, coupled with the defense to this point having access to only a small temporary facility in Miami, has delayed Trump's personal review. Oh, please. Has delayed Trump's personal review of classified discovery. But the SEO is not aware of any request by Trump to personally appear in Miramar to inspect any documents, a request upon which the necessary arrangements to do so can and will be made. And whatever delay there has been to date in Trump's personal review of the classified materials, the 7 months that remain before trial is more than ample time for him to do so. The lock on the bathroom in Miami must suck, where they keep the dogs. Legal stuff is hard at what? Yeah, it is hard at 8 a.m. Today I'm especially not there, not here. Okay, wait. All right. In any event, the CISO has informed the SEO that by the end of this week, he expects there will be SCIFs within the district available to defense counsel for review and discussion of all classified discovery in this case, including the special measures documents. Additionally, the SEO has been informed that each of those SCIFs can store all classified discovery except for the special measures documents, and with respect to those materials, the CISO is working diligently on a solution. Pending that solution, and with appropriate notice, those documents can be couriered by qualified control officers from the intelligence community to a SCIF in South Florida for defense inspection. They can fucking travel to DC. I know. That's not, no. Pending that solution and with appropriate notice, the document. Ah! Okay, cat. Sam, it looks really scary what you're about to do. Oh, it's Gus. Hi, Gus. Why is your face dirty? I don't want to know. Okay, here we go. Pending that solution and with appropriate notice, these documents. Okay, wait. Oh, and contrary to the defendant's allegation that the SEO faces no such issues, it too must follow this procedure. I know, it's a candle. Okay, don't touch it. Okay, wait. Currently, the SEO's SCIF cannot accommodate storage of the special measures documents. Like the defense, to review those materials, SEO personnel must either arrange for them to be couriered to the office or travel to an approved storage location. Why don't we all just travel to the approved storage location? The defendants also suggest that they lack access to an approved computer. The defendants also suggest that they lack access to an approved computer with which to prepare classified discovery requests and pleadings. That too is misleading, because it is only true with respect to the small subset of special measures documents. Since the protective orders issued on September 13th, the defense has had access to a classified laptop sufficient to address all remaining classified discovery. For example, as the court is aware, the defense was able to prepare and file a classified supplement. There is no reason why the defense could not prepare discovery requests related to the materials it has thus far reviewed. As for the special measures documents, the CISO is working with the intelligence community to establish approval for the defense's electronic processing of such documents and expects a solution soon. I don't think they need to be on a computer and floating around. I don't think so. Why? It was a big red flag when days after Trump gave the classified documents to Putin, almost all of Israel is classified. Informants in Syria were abducted or murdered. Yep, that's right. That's right, Jim. I really hope we get to the bottom of this. I'm going to be honest with you. But that was the defendants further argue that the lack of SCIF space at the courthouse in Fort Pierce and I lived in Fort Pierce for a while, and the anticipated 3-month period before secure facilities are constructed further require a continuance. But that was the situation facing the court when it scheduled the trial for May 2024. And the only change since then is the hope for construction project is now a reality. The defendant's other argument that the court lacks ability to hold classified hearings is an overstatement. CISOs routinely take measures to make a courtroom or a judge's chambers a temporary secure location suitable to hold a classified hearing. And the CISO has informed the SCO that he can do so here for any hearings involving the special measures documents. And even for a hearing involving those, there will soon be alternative venues in the district that could accommodate one at the court's discretion. Jack Smith isn't staring down a hostile DOJ, at least. Mueller's investigation was. Prosecutors walked out on bar in various instances. You know what else, Rip, is so I've been listening to this this reading of the Mueller report when I go to sleep. I put it on. Because I've never read the entire Mueller report. I've read like multiple parts of different sections, but anyway, highly recommend it. It will put you to sleep. Reality Winner did 5 years instantly for one classified doc, and Trump is flying around doing death cult rallies. Trump had hundreds. Yeah, there's something really wrong with this whole thing, frankly. I gotta say. And even for a hearing involving those, there will soon be alternative venues. Okay. The defendant's allegations regarding clearances and secure facilities vastly overstate the impact on their access to classified discovery and their ability to prepare for trial and do not justify a continuance. Defendant's discussion of PSRs is wrong and does not justify a trial adjournment. The defendants wrongly claim that everything must come to a halt until the government advises whether and to what extent it has sent out Prudential Search Request, PSRs, a name for the mechanism by which the government seeks potentially discoverable information that may exist in the files of agencies beyond the prosecution team. To begin with, none of the defendant's suggestions about PSRs is accurate as a legal matter. The government is not required to conduct prudential searches or disclose to the defense whether and to what extent it did. The cases cited in support of that proposition involve situations where the prosecutors conducted prudential searches and elected to disclose what they did. This does not amount to an obligation, and neither case suggests, much less holds otherwise. In any event, the government has made appropriate prudential search requests and produced discoverable materials it received as a result. That will be evident to the defense when it reviews the classified discovery letter the government provided the CISO on October 6th. So open your email. The defendants claim that prudential searches are required under the circumstances of this case, and their predictable demand in reply to this pleading that the government disclose to whom the PSRs were made and for what is no more than the defendant's speculation that discovery is available that the government did not and will not collect. The law does not provide for such second guessing, as one of the cases cited by the defendants makes clear. See this one. Brady does not require the government to submit an affidavit or otherwise verify what efforts were undertaken to locate documents requested by the defense. Typically, the government shoulders the burden of determining which information must be disclosed under Brady. The defendant's sinister suggestion that there is a bastion of discoverable material within the intelligence community that the government is purposefully disregarding is untrue. Their review of the government's latest production of the classified material will confirm as much. See, this is the problem. The lies will never stop, and they'll just lie as loud as they can, as often as they can. He really fucked us. His ability to give permission for unabashed lying, it turned up the volume on that. Of course, there was always unabashed lying, but it has been like non-fucking stop since this dude crashed through those gates. Moreover, the defendant's arguments on this score distort the ordinary process for discovery and the schedule established by the court, which contemplate the defense propounding to the government specific discovery requests. Depending on the validity of those requests, they may or may not trigger additional searches and the production of additional material. Notably, the defense has made no such request to this point, despite the deadline for motions to compel being barely more than 1 week away on October 20th. Conclusion. The defendants provide no credible justification to postpone a trial that is still 7 months away. They are fully informed about the charges and the theory of the government's case from a highly detailed superseding indictment and comprehensive, organized, unclassified, and classified discovery. Their unfounded claims of government noncompliance with discovery obligations do not support their request. Their claims about their inability to review classified information are distorted and exaggerated, and in any event, the government expects that the CISO will resolve any remaining issues this week. There is no reason to adjourn the trial date. The defendant's motion should be denied. Denied. You're denied. Okay. At the end of the day, Cannon is going to do everything she can to protect Trump. I know. I mean, I have theories about that. I feel like I feel like people support him because they think that they will end up as Teflon as he is. You know what I mean? They feel like, well, it's worked for him. You know what I mean? And so it'll work for me if I just keep blustering. But when does it stop? I mean, when do you decide? I'm not going to lie. That's the thing. I always, this is my weird thing is that when I'm watching like people introduce Trump or all this stuff, people talk about Trump, I'm always like, are you a true believer? Or is this just you're in so deep you can't back out now? Is it that? Is that what it is? Is it that you're just in too deep and it's like, oh, I can't admit now because I can't admit I was wrong all this time, or I was complicit, or I was stupid, or I was ignorant, or whatever. Right? Is that what it is? Is that they feel like, or are they true believers? Because I'm really having a hard time believing that this many people feel like he's, well, A, that he's right, and B, that he's in it for them. I mean, hasn't he proven to them that he's not in it for them? Has he not proven that? I truly believe that most of the people who support him, do it because they would like to act like that in public. And he represents a public expression of all of their worst worldviews or how you are. Hi, Joe. How you doing? So I don't really know if it's like, I always listen to them and I'm like, are you a true believer or are you just in so fucking far that you can't back out now? All my MAGA buddies are still all in, and will check the box on the ballot. All of them. Wow. Sunk cost. Yeah, you're right. Wow. Kind of crazy. It's crazy. All right. Joe, we started trying to find like all this stuff and then I couldn't find it. And I'm not even high. I've had 2 hits. It's fucking 9 o'clock. I haven't even drunk my coffee. My live sign isn't on because I can't plug it in. I don't have my, whatchamacallit? My, extension cord. That's what it is. All right. But anyway, the point was, and scrabbling, desperate, hope to avoid accountability. Yes. Okay. So this, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Oh, I'm not leaving. I'm still hanging out. We got shit to do. We got shit we got to do. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me I'm going to put a link to that document so you guys have it. Sorry. Thank you, Ted. I appreciate that. There's the document. Oops. In case you want it. You can read it for yourself. I read it for you, but you can read it for yourself. Okay. Let me see if there's anything going on. I really want to. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. That guy might strike me. He's a definite, like, I'll strike you. I'll strike you. Oh, fucking hell. What's going on? Healing cat music. We should definitely watch that. Where is no Eastman trial, Joe, until next week. What the hell? Hey, Melissa. I'm sorry. I don't want you to miss them. I am going to hang out. I don't have any. This was my plan. Well, I have to clean this afternoon, but I want to hang out for the morning. Here you come again. Okay, wait, hold on. Get serious here. Hold on, everybody. I'm serious. Oh no 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 no. Wait, what? Where's? And here I go. Here I go. I think I'm coming down with something. Oh my god. I don't see anything in here. Wow, did I miss, like, why isn't the trial happening? I don't get it. Did I miss something? Isn't there something? What? Huh? Oops. Fulton County. Well, let me do this. I think. Hi, Val. What's up? I'll sing all the court documents. Yep. I think we should do that. I think that's a great idea. Okay, wait. That's a month ago. Wait, let me filter this. State all-purpose calendar. What's that?
Miss Nailing. You have to stay 200 yards away from Miss Nailing.
That's domestic violence court. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what's what. Gretchen Whitmer, man, she's like aiming to be president someday. I feel like she's like, I want to be president. I like her, but I'm just saying, I feel like she's. There could be crimes Trump committed that are so secret it isn't worth charging. Whoa, Max, that's interesting. See, this is what I'm wondering. Okay, so let's just get high for a minute. What I'm wondering is, yeah, what experts? It will be interesting to see what classified documents Trump. Look, I'm reading it. Watch. I like Whitmer, okay, but she needs to tone down that accent. She will be the VP for 20. Oh, okay. Let's start a rumor. Look, we'll do this. Yeah. Trump lifted all the restrictions on the U.S. nuke contractors working there. Oh my God. I think he did so much damage. I think he did so much damage. It's crazy. All right. I want to find, hold on. I need to find, I want to get this camping thing because this is what I want. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what I wanted. All right. I hope this guy doesn't strike me. This is it, babes. This, oops. Sorry. Oh wait, I gotta like it. All right. Anyway, we'll watch this. Andrew Wiseman. Oh, okay, cool. Could be. Anyway, so wait, let me turn this on. Look at Bobby. Look at Bobby. Expert Andrew Wiseman, former FBI General Counsel and Special Counsel Robert Mueller's senior prosecutor Mary McCord, former DOJ acting assistant attorney. Whoa. Well, see, here's the thing, Max. I mean, it had to be much worse than we were led to believe, right? Then we have the whole Khashoggi thing, right? His widow should sue the Trumps and the Kushners. I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. Here's the thing I was thinking about last night too, when I was listening to the Mueller report and I was falling asleep. I really feel like, and I don't know how you guys feel because you're probably like more on top of some of this stuff than I am. I'll be honest. Like I haven't read all the documents and stuff, and I don't retain the information as well as some of you guys do. But one of the things I was thinking is we should take the certain reports like the Mueller report and other like reports that have been the January 6th report or whatever, and try and put together don't forget about this show where we go through the findings of some of those big reports to say, don't forget about this. Like I was listening to the George Papadopoulos part last night in the Mueller report, part 2. And like we need to somebody needs to look at his pardon and revoke it because dude actually has information that we need. Could be that it's information that's so sensitive that the government doesn't want to use. Yeah, I understand that. I totally think that's probably true, Max. He didn't just take basic information. And I don't know, Kash Patel, like there's a bunch of people who were directing him on what to take. I would think that is absolutely true, that there are things so sensitive that they just don't want. They wouldn't need all of it. Yeah. Yes, he should declassify. Yes, no redactions. Yep. No, I think that that's one of the problems. That's a cute little stove. I would be afraid I'd burn my tent down. I'm going to be honest. I'd probably burn my tent down. So it wouldn't make sense to sequester the things he already passed out. Yeah. Charge that shit. Well, yeah. And I guess that people in the intelligence community talk about like classification systems are not, they need to be revised and shit. Yeah, to the Meadows. Well, who else, Ted? And who else? Who else? So sensitive that even code words for the designation of its classified nature. Wow. They don't. They don't need exactly, right? Like, can't they just describe that this is like, or maybe they can't even do that because it's like, the US was naughty or something. I don't know. Shocker. Oh my God. You mean the US does bad things? Oh my God. Yeah, we do. Oh, I'll be right back. Oh my God. Everything's nothing. Everything's nothing. I just want you to know it's so gray here today. It's so gray out. It's not even funny. It's like incredibly gray. They have rocket stoves going to mass market. I have a bad feeling it's going to be Yes. Oh, Pepper. Go. Boom, Bigley. Scuba Val. I wouldn't say not worth prosecuting. I'd say probably can't prosecute because of sensitive, but can show judge and defend. Yeah, see, this is the thing. I would think that you could. There's got to be a way. There's got to be. I mean, you're not going to just decide, oh, these were the really bad things, so we're just not going to charge them at all. I mean, I would feel like you would, as the government, find a way to say this is what we need to charge them with. And so, yeah. Oh, let me give you the link to this video too, because you should like. This guy's good. He's not my favorite. I'm gonna be honest. He's not my favorite, but his videos are good. His production value is great. Jared Kushner was unable. Yeah. That's nuts. You're right, Jim. That's nuts. Yeah. Could intimidate him in a closed session. This is Smith equals me. Yeah, no. Oh yeah. Little burger. I feel like there's a way. Why hasn't that dog taken that food? You know why? Because that dog is fucking. He's a member of the team. He puts the I in team. Wait. He puts the U in team. Wait. So if it rains, doesn't the water get in the tent because you've got that big like smokestack coming out? Oh, see, dog waits. The dog is like, okay, I'll wait. You go ahead, human, you fucking asshole. He's so cute. Like a baby pup. The West Coast's going to get hit with some really bad storms. Really? Oh, Melissa, that's so cute. Your dog will just stare at food until you, yeah. My dog doesn't do that either. My dog won't take food. He's not interested though. He's just like, meh, 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 meh. What am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you, but I can't do that. Oh my God, have you guys seen? Oh my God, hold on. I gotta find this. You gotta see this. Hold on. Oh my God, here we go. Oh, it was last year, but I don't even care. Oh wait, whoops. No, it was this year. No, that's not it. Here we go. It's the Share fan club. I don't know if I want to do that. Are you just gonna do it with the music? Because I don't want you to like be weird. Okay. All right, we're gonna watch this because this is better. Oops. God damn it. What? Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Here we go. I'm probably going to get, well, actually, I shouldn't get stuck for this. Here we go. 76 years old. 70 fucking 6 years old.
Now hear your reasons why. Where did you sleep last night? And was she worth
70 fucking 6.
Strong enough to live without you. Strong enough, and I quit crying long enough. Now I'm strong enough to know you gotta go. There's no more to say. So save your breath and walk away. No matter what I hear you say, I'm strong enough.
It's going to be a party here on the West Coast.
You gotta go so you feel misunderstood. Baby, have I got news for you on being used? I could write the book, but you don't wanna hear about it.
Okay, we should probably stop that because we're going to get in trouble. But anyway, that's her, and it's fucking 76. That's fucking crazy. Okay? Meanwhile, in the not Cher category, Cher had her son abducted because she was worried about him. I know that I didn't read that story very much, but yeah, terrible. What is that? I think those two hardest things to figure out, especially in the desert. Ooh, Melissa, you want to live in? I love the desert. Guys, I saw a weird thread with a lot of followers. Vanessa 1776. They were having an excited exchange on the thread about don't forget to waterproof your firearms. What? They were all talking about putting their firearms on their boats. Really, Margaret? Vanessa 1776. Interesting. A lot of followers. Is she a bot? Is she followed by Act for America? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if she's doing it. Yeah. Hi, I'm Vanessa, 1776, 1776, 1776, 1776. Where is she? I don't even see her. I don't see her. Margaret. Look at that. Oh my God. That looks so cool. She blocked me. Check it out. Thinks she's QAnon Trump. Oh, okay. You lived in a tent in the desert for a year, but we had heat and air. See, I would do that, Melissa. I would totally do that if I had like at least, some comfort. But I would do this. I would need the person that can build it. She hid her account. Yeah, I can see it's protected. I think I know. Is it Vanessa 177 is the handle? That tent is almost round. Yeah.
All right,
that
guys.
bell tent?
It is getting dark outside now, and the
Okay.
bugs are still out. So I've got a bunch, probably about 30 or 40 tiny little black flies all up towards the top of the tent. Partly
Black
because
flies,
the door
no.
obviously was wide open, and the lights on the inside of the tent are on, so kind of drawing attention. But once we get that stove really stoked up, the heat's going to rise, and those bugs are not going to want to be in here. So, and then the outside air will be cool.
Hexa yurts look cool. I know they do, Max. They really do.
Here, get the tent really hot, and then open the door once the cold air is actually set in outside, and they actually leave right away. And then there's no more outside that come in. So a little hot tent trick there. Oh, Boomer is itching to play.
Boomer.
Just outside fetching a stick, so he's still
Aww.
wound up. Wood stove is crackling away now. It took right off. And supper was really good. So we both had 2 hamburger patties. I had 2
Yum.
burgers. He had dog food and hamburger patties.
Let me see if I can.
And,
Sorry,
got
I
a
should be
little bit
trying to like
extra
find
firewood,
news and
nothing
shit.
crazy, like maybe 10 or 15 pieces.
Blur,
Put them
blur,
underneath
blur,
the stove.
blur,
A couple of
blur,
them there, so they'll
blur.
dry out.
Let's see.
Some of them are still a little damp. And all in
I'm
all,
Fulton
this
County.
is awesome. I gotta say, I really do enjoy the color of this tent, and the layout right now is perfect for me. So later on, what I'm going to do is pull my bed off the wall closer to the center pole. That way, I'm not bumping
Sit
into the wall,
around
and that's where I'm going to sleep. Is basically right in the center.
and
I've got all the room underneath of here to put my clothing. I got
there's
slippers, I got my
no
shoes under there,
turning
and all that stuff. Plus, like I said, I'm on my private property. I've got my workshop over there, and my vehicle probably about 100 feet away. So I do have a couple more things I need to bring in overnight, like my change of clothes, clothing bag, all that fun stuff. And yeah, start enjoying tent life because it is awesome.
Maybe I'm
Temperatures
too
are starting to come
good
down,
for
so
you.
it's just over. I do still have all the lower windows wide open. Probably gonna leave them open all night. We'll see how that goes, but so far so good, guys.
Really don't think you're strong enough. I can't sing that high. I can sing. I know I can, but I can't sing. Actually, my voice is like really these days. I think it's allergies. I think I'm more bothered by
All right,
allergies than I
guys, just
thought.
coming inside of the tent. Was outside just a moment ago for a bathroom break. Gathered up a couple twigs.
Thanks
I
for
had to
not
light the
showing
stove
us.
again because I let it go out. It got
Wow,
crazy
there is
hot
fucking
in here.
nothing happening.
And,
I can't even
yeah.
believe this.
Way too much. So had to go outside.
What else did
got
I think was
some more
happening?
twigs.
Oh yeah,
It is taking
Congress.
off right
What are they
now.
doing?
I've got some more twigs in there for the morning as well.
Will you
And
do?
it is super bright inside of here tonight. So I've got one lamp on top of the table. I've got 2 up top and 1 right behind the camera. And there's a ton of light.
Oh my
Way too much
god,
light.
it's like the
But
most
the
boring.
camera, once I get
What?
everything done
Washington
here,
Journal?
shut the rest off.
I used
There
to,
is a
my
ton
dad,
of
oh
bugs
my
in
god,
here,
my
guys.
dad watched C-SPAN like
And
every
they're not gonna bother me 'cause
fucking
they're all up top.
day.
But I do have
Every
a
day.
bug zapper
Every day.
that I brought in
There's
here
nothing
with me.
happening
So
on
this is a little
C-SPAN
black
that
light
we
bug
would find
zapper.
interesting.
Once all these lights are off, I'm
So,
gonna hang this at the
Don't
top.
have FOMO
And
because you don't
it'll
have to
work
worry
as
about
well.
it. All right, let me
That
catch up.
on a little later on, something I found on the Amazon page here. There you go. I did close
That's a
this
fire
half
mat,
window
not
over
plywood.
here, as
Oh, okay,
well
that
as
makes
this one
sense.
up here by my head.
Melissa
The
knows.
other ones I'm going to leave open just to get a little bit of a breeze in here.
Fold
And I'm
flat,
gonna
come
be
together
pulling
with.
my bed
Oh,
in once I'm
interesting.
done
Lyme's
unsettling
disease.
it completely.
Ooh, weaponized in
The floor
Fort
is a little
Detrick.
mess,
They
so
dropped
this is
ticks on
something that I
Cuba
wanna
before
point
they
out.
thought they could kill
Because
Castro.
Every hot tent season,
They didn't
there
take
are
into
people that
consideration.
constantly ask, why does
That's
your tent
great.
have no floor? Hey man, get a tent that has a
The
floor.
disease had another
What's the
name,
deal
but
with
first
no
case it was
floor?
Lyme,
Well, this is
Connecticut,
why
so it
hot
became.
tents
Oh, is that really how it
have
is?
floors typically. Right now,
Oh,
the shoulder season,
oh.
there's still bugs, and I'm
Breaking news! Breaking news! Guys,
So,
guys, guys,
this
guys,
floor
guys, guys,
I actually
guys,
got
guys,
in,
guys,
which is
guys,
something I
guys.
rarely do with hot
Breaking news!
tents.
Breaking news!
This is why.
Just in.
It is a total
Jack Smith says
mess
25
here.
witnesses claimed
And it is
attorney-client
like the
privilege over
best
testimony
condition.
docs,
It's not
including a
wet,
Trump
it's not
family
raining,
member.
there's no snow, and I'm not
Wait,
having to
much of
split
that would be
and
waived
cut
if Trump
wood
asserts an
inside
advice
the
of
tent
counsel defense.
like
Wait,
you would
what?
normally in winter. So this
Okay,
floor
so
is a
25
luxury thing, so
I have to read this
me and my
slowly.
wife can bring our son
25
up
witnesses
here,
claimed
he's on the
attorney-client
floor.
privilege
It's nice,
over
clean
testimony
space.
and
This is
docs.
an off-grid homestead hot tent. This isn't like a hunting.
I don't know what that
hot
means,
tent.
gal.
This is something we put here permanently on.
Does
our
that mean
off-grid
that
property.
they
So if I were to go out
will
hot
not
tenting and
testify
typically
unless
take
he
a
waives?
backpack, I would not bring the floor. It's just too much of a mess.
Wait, what?
You're in the
What does that
tent,
mean?
Cutting, splitting,
I'm gonna
doing all your
get a
stuff.
lot
It
higher
just-
now.
it's-
Kyle Cheney. Okay, hold
So
on.
if my wife
Hold
was
on,
here,
hold on,
she'd
darlings.
be
Hold on, darlings.
She'd be tired.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm so funny. This is funny. Okay, that's funny. That's a funny tweet. That's a funny tweet.
So we will be having a broom in here all the time.
All right, Kyle Cheney.
So a little bit of information there. That wood stove is ticking and rocking away now. I can feel the heat starting to build.
Oh, it was right there, you
It's
stupid
definitely
idiot.
cozy in
All right, here we
So,
go.
I'm not going to be
Blur,
filming
blur,
a whole
blur.
lot
Okay,
too
sorry,
much
sir,
tonight.
sir.
I'll give you guys a look at the
Sir,
situation here.
sir.
Lighting, show you the stove
hold on.
and whatnot, and I'm going to turn in and watch a movie.
Oh
I'm going
my
to bring my
fucking
bed closer
god.
to the end.
Oh,
I'll,
no, that's not
and
right.
watch a
Sorry,
movie that
hold
has
on. I
saved
gotta
on
turn that
Netflix,
fucking
and
sound
enjoy
down.
that, and then start the morning bright and early.
Oh, wait, I'll do it this way. Wait, where am I? Okay, goddamn. Oh. Where?
All right, so what you guys are looking at right now is pretty much a bedside view.
Oh, okay.
The bed is still pushed back, so I do need to bring it forward. But right now,
It's my
it's
goddamn.
very, very hot in here. Even right now in front of the stove, it is too much. It's not winter
Oh, I
time
see.
yet. So
Okay.
what I like to do is damp the stove down to
I'm
almost
gonna
half
really
damp.
lose my fucking
And
shit
this is
here.
the little metal poker the stove came with. I like keeping this down on the ground. Just for
Hold
those of
on
you who
just
are
a
new to
minute.
hot tenting,
I have
this
too
is
many
probably
tabs
like my 15th
open.
year hot tenting. If you keep it up high,
Dude. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. All right, Justin. Okay, wait, let me read this. I used to love camping, but I married a princess. Her idea of roughing it is staying in a Hyatt rather than a Grand Hyatt. That's cute. Vanessa replying to Donald Trump and Bill. Well, we had an awful boating accident. What's her deal? Family member seems to be Tiffany. Sound attorney advice. Yep. Jim, I wouldn't survive without camping. I know. I love camping. I'm not a great camper, but well, actually, that's not true. I'm a really good camper. I'm trying to do it full time once my daughter's 18. Oh, Melissa. This is also Vanessa 70. At weekend, all my weapons and ammo accessories are now resting peacefully at the bottom of the lake. What? The weird part is the comments. Don't all the gun nuts say that? I lost my guns in a boating accident. Do they say that? Is that like, a common, like, oh, they're at the bottom of a lake. I don't know where they are. That's what the gun nutters, all of them were on the boat when it went sank. Oh, interesting. That's a thing. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. All right, let's see what's going on. Didn't one of them used to pack them in grease, wrap them up and bury them? Yes, it's a thing. My best friend takes me camping every summer and she's got a pop-up camper. It feels like luxurious. I bet. I used to car camp all the time. That's what we did. We would car camp. I liked it. I love camping. I really do. I love waking up in the morning in the middle of the forest or like something. I just really love that. There's nothing like that. That's my church. That's my church. Don't forget to put your air tags in your sunken weapon. Something tells me they haven't forgotten to do that. And that will be, those fucking air tags will be like the cockroaches of, accountability. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, this was the one I was trying to fucking find. Why wasn't this fucking public? This is the one I was trying to find. I'm really mad. Okay, here we go. Let's focus. Focus. Just in, Georgia prosecutors say Ken Cheeseborough cannot claim his elector memos are attorney-client privilege because he shared them widely. They were political, not legal. Crime fraud exception. Bonnie Willis is moving to gut a key argument of several Trump co-defendants that their work to upend the 2020 election was simply protected legal advice. Good. I'm glad because they really are going to fucking push on that. Okay. And then let me see this other one. Justin, Jack Smith says 25 witnesses claimed attorney-client privilege over testimony, including a Trump family member. Much of that would be waived. Let me see. The defendant has provided public notice that he intends to rely on advice of counsel defense. Wait. Yeah. Okay, wait. Government's opposed motion for formal pretrial notice of defendant's intent to rely. Okay. The defendant has provided public notice that he intends to rely on an advice of counsel defense at trial. Okay, you guys, you need to slow down because I want to read everything that you're writing, but I also want to read this. So just hold on. Don't go anywhere. The defendant has provided public notice. When a defendant invokes such a defense in court, he waives attorney-client privilege for all communications concerning that defense. When a defendant invokes such a defense in court, he waives attorney-client privilege. And and the government is entitled to additional discovery and may conduct. Wait, what? Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. What, Jim? Who invented that? Who is what? What? That's crazy. Although I'm not surprised. I mean, we do have like Ring cameras. Okay. When did okay? What's it gonna? And the government is entitled to. Okay, wait, no. When a defendant invokes such a defense in court, he waives attorney-client privilege for all communications concerning that defense. And the government is entitled to additional discovery and may conduct further investigation, both of which may require further litigation and briefing. To prevent disruption of the pretrial schedule and delay of the trial, the court should exercise its inherent authority to require the defendant to provide notice in court of his intent to assert such a defense by the date exhibit lists are due, December 18, 2023. Through counsel, the defendant opposes this motion. Okay, wait. Let me go here. Oh, my guns don't have faces. Mine do. Okay, let's see. You have a small tent and a couple of boxes of supplies. I like primitive. I'm not really good on primitive camping, Melissa, but you know, I'm actually like a real good team player, so I'll make it happen, right? Like you bring me along and shit goes south, I'm going to help. I'm going to be like helping. I did a Gallup, you know, when you work in corporations and companies and whatever, and they make you take those like tests. So I did a Gallup strengths test. Have you ever done a strengths assessment test? Mine was basically, I'm a problem solver, which actually is a real detriment because usually I just stick my nose in places where I don't really have a solution that will help. So they should call it the half-cocked problem solver. All right. Anyway, my guns went down when I accidentally shot a hole in the bottom of my boat story. Oh my God. Musgrave story. Jesus. Oh my God. Margaret, they're all over the place. Oh my God. That's the comments you mean on that post. Okay. My brother works for, okay, wait, we read that. I camped all my life, but full-time is another story. I'm documenting my efforts to move out and sell my home and get it. Val, I'm telling you, we're all going to be doing that. Okay. I'm sorry. This is the way we should be living, frankly, so that we are less, like whatever. My guns don't have faces. My guns don't have faces. Gosh, that's not very nice. They built it for the SOF in Afghanistan. They kept knocking down the doors in early morning, getting gunfights with the person they were looking for wasn't even there. Massive lawsuits incoming if that's put to use. Yeah, I mean, really, so true. The only thing bad about primitive camping is constant threat of thunderstorms. Yes. Oh no. Oh God, no. Yeah, no. No, thank you. Okay. All right, now we're caught up. Okay, background. During the course of the government's investigation, at least 25 witnesses withheld information, communication, and documents based on assertions of the attorney-client privilege under circumstances where the privilege holder appears to be the defendant or his 2020 presidential campaign. These included co-conspirators, former campaign employees, the campaign itself, outside attorneys, a non-attorney intermediary, and even a family member of the defendant. Yeah, true story. True story. Ooh, okay. In the time since the grand jury returned the indictment against the defendant on August 1st, 2023, the defendant and his counsel have repeatedly and publicly announced that he intends to assert the advice of counsel as a central component of his defense at trial. Oh, so this is, the lawyers were just giving me legal advice. That's all. We were just shooting the shit. We were shooting the coup shit. We were shitting the coup fuck. This is why I made $4.20 last week because of my swearing. Okay. On the night of August 1st, for example, defense counsel told a national audience on Fox News that the defendant, quote, had advice of counsel, a very detailed memorandum from a constitutional expert. Hours later on CNN, defense counsel argued that, quote, Mr. Trump had the advice of counsel. Mr. Eastman. Oh, you guys. This is going to get so good. You just don't even know. You don't know how good this is going to get. This is going to get so good. Okay. John Eastman. Okay. John Eastman. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I'm just so excited right now. Mr. Trump had the advice of counsel, Mr. Eastman, who was one of the most respected constitutional scholars in the United States, not anymore, giving him advice and guidance. The following day, defense counsel was asked on National Public Radio to talk a little about your legal strategy and give us a summary of your legal defense to these criminal charges. Defense counsel responded, well, it's not a big surprise, and the defendant got advice from counsel, very, very wise and learned counsel, on a variety of constitutional and legal issues. 3 days after the defendant's arraignment, defense counsel made appearances on a circuit of Sunday news shows. On NBC, defense counsel explained that what the defendant's being indicted for ultimately is following legal advice from an esteemed scholar, John Eastman. And one thing for certain, President Trump acted under the advice of counsel when he petitioned under the First Amendment, petitioned Mr. Pence, and that's legally protected speech. Likewise, on CBS, defense counsel claimed that the defendant believed a certain course of action described in the indictment was appropriate because he was, quote, following the advice of John Eastman. And on CNN, defense counsel argued that the conduct alleged in the indictment was sanctioned because the defendant was following the advice of his lawyer. Yes, he was. Weeks later, the defendant explained in a Twitter interview that we had some lawyers, not all, we had some lawyers that said that a particular course of action described in the indictment was appropriate. On August 28, 2023, the court entered the pretrial order to organize pretrial proceedings. Among other reasoned deadlines therein, the court set December 18, 2023 as the date for parties to, quote, exchange lists of exhibits they intend to use in their cases in chief. By that date, the defendant will be required to identify, and if he has not already done so, produce any exhibits to be used in his case in chief, including one supportive of an advice of counsel defense. Applicable law. Too many innocent people are getting killed on the roads. Well, let's just hope it's, I don't know. Yeah. In order to assert at trial an advice of counsel defense and affirmative defense, United States v. White, the defendant will be required to introduce evidence, quote, introduce evidence that he relied in good faith on the counsel's advice that his course of conduct was legal. And he made full disclosure of all material facts to his attorney before receiving the advice at issue. If the defendant satisfies the burden to produce evidence that would support advice of counsel defense, the court should instruct the jury on the defense, and the government retains the burden of proving the defendant's mens rea beyond a reasonable doubt. In this one, the defendant bears the initial burden of production, but the prosecution always retains the burden of persuasion, namely the burden of proving the defendant's guilty state of mind beyond a reasonable doubt. Wait, I need. In invoking the advice of counsel defense, the defendant waives attorney-client privilege on all communications concerning the defense. All communications concerning the defense. Wait, what? Accordingly, once the defense is invoked, the defendant must disclose to the government all communications or evidence the defendant intends to rely on to establish defense, and any otherwise privileged communications the defendant does not intend to use at trial, but that are relevant to proving or undermining it. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Waiver is for information defendant submitted to the attorney on which the attorney's advice is based, the attorney's advice relied on by the defendant, and any information that would undermine the defense. This disclosure should include not only those documents which support the defendant's defense, but also all documents, including attorney-client and attorney work product documents, that might impeach or undermine such a defense. Accordingly, waiting until the eve of trial, or worse, when jeopardy attaches, to raise an advice of counsel defense risks causing substantial disruption and delay, particularly in the case given the number of attorneys involved. Wait, what? Once you are on their radar. Oh, yeah. Okay. To avoid such disruption, courts in this district and others have concluded that while the federal rules of criminal procedure do not address this defense specifically, judges retain inherent authority to order defendants to produce formal notice of an advice of counsel defense before trial. Well, Crowder's doing some heavy lifting on this document, I'll tell you. Courts have broad discretion to impose disclosure and notice requirements outside the federal rules of criminal procedure. Well, it says it right there. The majority of district courts that have considered the question have sensibly exercised their inherent authority to impose a pretrial notice and discovery requirement regarding the advice of counsel defense. Wow, there's just like, it's just boom, 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 boom. That's my reading of this section. you can read it for yourselves. A number of courts, in cases unlike this one, have denied such notice, declining to impose notice requirement and collecting cases showing no consensus among federal courts, finding no good cause to compel the defendants to provide notice before trial, concluding the prosecution in the case had not established a right to pretrial notice, declining to require notice and discovery of the defense pretrial. Defendants are not obligated to put on any defense, and except for certain enumerated defenses which must be disclosed prior to trial, defendants are free to make that decision at trial. Oops. Those out-of-circuit cases are readily distinguishable, and the factors animating their contrary rulings are not present here. For example, some courts have refrained from requiring notice because it would force the defendant to reveal an intended defense before trial, declining to require notice of advice of counsel defense because it would require the defendant to reveal his trial strategy pre-trial, declining to require, oh my God. But here, the defendant has broadcast to the world his intent to rely on this defense. Another court expressed concern that requiring the defendant to give pretrial notice would not place reciprocal discovery burdens on the government. Here, as explained below, related non-privileged discovery in the possession of the government has already been provided to the defendant as part of the government's early and robust discovery productions. Courts have also denied pretrial notice because the defense was unlikely to arise during the government's case in chief. Sorry, I really murdered that one. Courts have also denied pretrial notice because the defense was unlikely to arise during the government's case in chief. Whatever. The court need not now decide whether it has authority to require the defense to make an unequivocal assertion of privilege prior to the end of the government's case. Here, though, given the nature of the charges and the defense statements regarding the defendant's reliance on the advice of counsel, little doubt exists that the defense will arise in opening statements and during the questioning of government witnesses and may affect voir dire. Okay, wait, here we go. Man. FFL clubs, gun shop owners, and ATF are different people. What? Yeah. Well, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I lived in the Northeast, and there's a lot of hunters there, and I had friends who were hunters, but they just weren't like, they were very careful with their guns, and they were not, I don't know. This is weird. There's so much going on today. Weisselberg currently on the stand. Full live coverage on Twitter. What? Anna Bauer's down there. I love Anna Bauer. All right, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let's just take a minute. Let me see if I can find some things here. I'm gonna put on some. Well, no, that's kind of frustrating. Let me see if I can find some shit here. Hold on. Wait for you, but I can't do that. No turning back. Are you frickin' kidding? All right, hold on. Sorry, everybody. Okay, there's too much going on. It's so much. It's so much. It's just so much. It's so much. Oh my God in heaven. Oh my God in heaven. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. What? Okay. Lyselberg. Bitch. What? I know I'm away from you, but I can't do that. Media. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow this morning. I'm not really thinking great. What a horrible picture. Letitia game. Why? Hey Val, where did you? Let me look at Anna Bauer. Hold on. I'm sorry. You told me where to look. I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. Sometimes you're just being stupid. You know what I mean? Okay, wait. Let me share this, and then so that you don't have to like look at me going, oh. Here's what's on the agenda for the motions hearing. You can read. I will. What is this? What? Wait, what is this? Oh, cheese bro. Okay, hold on. So that's 10:30. So that's an hour. Docket watch. Docket watch. It's the docket watch. Yeah. Okay. Blur blur blur. Blur blur blur. Wait, what? Dismissal notice to Meadows attorneys. Meadows brief. Wait, Anna, what? Okay, having read and considered October 10th at 1:30 p.m. Okay, in courtroom 5A. Is that? It must be McAfee's courtroom, right? Right, right, right. What am I supposed to do? Well, I can't do that. No. Ah! What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh god. Crazy. Oh. 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 Bye, Bobo. I owe you. I owe you one. I love you. Be safe. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Okay, wait. No, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm looking for McAfee. That's what I'm doing. McAfee, McAfee, Fulton Canico House. Is the Fulton Canico House. Canico House. Canico House. Yeah. But I can't do that. I do a really good share. I do a much better share. Wait, here we go. I know there's too much. Melissa, thank you. This is pretty much this is really what it is. This is really what's happening right now. I worked with a guy and we went to an indoor shooting range at lunchtime one day. He was in the process of getting a divorce and his wife had a restraining order. A couple of days later, the cops showed up at the office and locked him up. The owners of the shooting range gave the cops a list of everybody that visited there to shoot. She had a restraining order. Yeah. Michigan, the lines get blurry with the people who sell, impact, and hold shootouts, at least where I live now. I don't know. The SCOTUS rending the fabric, yeah. Let's see. What am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I doing? I can't remember. Okay. Oh yeah, McAfee. He's not doing anything right now. I can't do that. No turning back. Well, if somebody sees something really like amazing, please point it out. Otherwise, we're gonna keep just going like being humans right now. Oh, I feel bad. I'm going to take her to that appointment. Well, let's take a minute. Okay, let's just slow it down here. Let's just slow it down. Wait, we're going to slow it way down. We're going to slow it way down. That's not what I want. I want something much. Oh, yeah. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, make more coffee. I'll find more music for us, but this is all I've got for right now. Probably was a good idea, Jim. I... What? That's kind of intense. Yeah. You're running background checks on everyone in the shooting range? I've known people with restrained perspective. Maybe. It seems like those were on top of it. That's unusual. And it's Florida, right? Jim, is that Florida? Is that Florida? That's crazy. That's the problem with criminals. They can get their hands on guns. I feel like, well, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. When it comes to gun control, I want guns to be controlled. Oh, hold on. Okay. Doo-doo. I guess it's different here. Missouri law does not specifically give judges the ability to order. Oh, Lisa Rubens. Oh, I was reading the other thing. What am I saying? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy Jams. Let's see here. I need to go to X. I need to go to X. I need to go to X. 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 And what? What'd you say? Who? Who? What now? Lisa Rubens. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably true, Melissa. Like different states have different, but I hear that cops aren't as equipped to protect people as they should be. So, okay, let me find Lisa Rubens, Lisa Rubens, Lisa Rubens, Lisa Rubens, Lisa Rubens. Wah wah wah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cute. Where is she? What the fuck? I'm so dumb. I'm not, you know, I'm dumb. So I'm just dumb. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Trump trial. The problem for Weisselberg is that after conceding that anything above 5% of net worth could not be de minimis, the AG's office extracted his admission that in a $6 billion portfolio, 5% was $300 million. Okay, here we go. And the valuation of the triplex in the relevant year was 327 million. So Weisselberg's explanation that he never focused on the square footage or value of Trump's triplex resident doesn't quite hold up. What? Well, I mean, it's only 2 tweets. Why are we what's the drama here? Oops. That's not it. Oh. Where am I? I lost my shit. Hold on. Hold on. Don't panic, darlings. Don't panic, darlings. I've got you. Darlings. I've got you. Don't worry, darlings. Don't worry. Mummy's got you. Don't worry, darlings. It's all right. God. You know, kids, don't do drugs, please. How come there's two Lisa? Oh no, that's a different one. Oh well, okay. Okay, wait. Wait. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sorry. This is another thread from today. Trump trial. The problem. Wait. Oh, yes, right. Fuck. Dear diary, today I lost my mind. Let me see. Oops. Let me see. What? Oops, that's wrong. Oh, why do you guys even like me? I don't even know. Asked whether his failure to respond to Forbes' 2017 email because he understood the Trump Tower triplex was not, in fact, 30,000 square feet. Alan Weisselberg deflecting, saying the apartment was de minimis relative to Trump's net worth. Oh, okay, so that's the first part, and then this other thing of the problem is that after conceding anything above 5% of net worth would not be de minimis. Blah blah blah. Okay, thank you. Dee da doo, dee da da dee doo dee doo. Lisa, I'm gonna need you to arrange your threads a little better. I'm just gonna, just gonna tell you. Erg. Let's see if she's updated it. What's threads? Weisselberg also testified under oath that he barely noticed the size difference because there was so much fraud committed by Trump that he could hardly keep up. He did not testify that, did he? Jim, he did not say that. Twitter is fucked, okay? Twitter is broken and fucked. This is ridiculous. Oh, hold on just a moment, darlings. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry. Ooh, let's see. What background should we do? I can do this one. Although I love my Halloween background. Thank you, Ted. Ted designed it for me. He's amazing. He's amazing. That's amazing. I wonder. Oh, I guess you can't do that. Do Halloween. Okay. That's happening. Sweat. 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 Weird. You're gonna need a big boat. Okay, Lisa, darling, we're counting on you, Lisa, because you are bringing the details. Hold on, darling. Hold on. She might be doing like stuff. She can't do that, right? I'm just gonna do this. I know this is ridiculous, but let's clear it out. Okay, well, I love her, but where's that document we were reading? Is it this one? No, that's the Lindell Legal Offense Fund Articles of Incorporation. I was looking at those last night because I was trying to figure out, and it says something about the way he can spend the money. Lindell has been raising money for his legal whatever since March of 2021. Okay, that offense fund, which used to be called the defense fund, and I just can't find it anymore. I can't find any mentions of that online, and I don't know how to do OSINT, so I don't know how to like look for cached shit. But yeah, he's been raising money for his legal defense. So for him to be saying he's out of money is bullshit, because not only does he spend all the money that he makes on his pillows on shit, probably coke, he also he's been raising money since March of 2021 24/7 on his Lindell network. Okay, so it's not like, oh, there was this legal fund out there and it's just sitting out there and you really have to go search for it. No, it was fucking in your face 24/7 if you're watching Lindell. 24/7. So frankly, I'm going to call bullshit on all of that. He's fucking ridiculous. Lisa Rubin is so good. Weisselberg also oh, you said that. I said that already. Anyway, so for Lindell to be out of money means he's really gone off the deep end. I mean, he was off the deep end, so that's kind of silly, but you know what I mean. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I really want, I'm going to say this over and over again until it happens. I really want a fraud case. I don't know how this works, but I want a fraud case brought against Lindell and Doug Frank and all of those people, for defrauding the United States. Like, I want that. That needs to be a case. I think. That's what I think. I think. That's what I think. Anyway, okay. Let's see if Lisa has updated anything. Nope. Okay. Well, maybe they're on lunch break. They're probably on lunch break. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. We'll just stay here for a minute then. Oh, wait. I got to read that other document. What was that document we were reading? Damn it. Okay, hold on. Court listener. No, I think that's, well, wait, is that one? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's continue to read this. Voir dire. Argument. The defendant has made public statements regarding his forthcoming reliance on the advice of counsel, but he has not provided formal notice of such defense to the government or the court. notice that would trigger discovery obligations. Where the defendant has signaled his unequivocal easy for you to say, unequivocal intent to rely on advice of counsel defense in his pleadings, district court concluded that the defendant had triggered pretrial discovery obligation. By December 18, 2023, however, the defendant is required to produce any exhibits he intends to introduce in his case in chief, including ones on which to base advice of counsel defense. To promote fairness and efficiency, by that same date, defendant should be required to provide formal notice to the government of his intent to rely on that defense and promptly produce the concomitant required discovery. The requirement of a notice should be imposed only to the extent reasonably necessary to ensure a fair and reasonably efficient trial. Requiring notice promotes fairness. Fairness dictates that the government should be provided notice and discovery regarding the defense sufficiently before trial. As the Mubayid court found, the three enumerated defenses in Rule 12.1 and .3, for which pretrial notice is required under the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, share a basic characteristic with the advice of counsel defense. They are ordinarily fact-intensive defenses that are likely to create substantial problems of fairness and efficiency if raised for the first time during trial. Hello. Relying on reasoning of Mubayid that advice of counsel defense is fact-intensive and should be addressed before trial. Given the defendant's obligation to provide discovery that arises from advancing the defense, the defendant should not be permitted to pepper his exhibit list with documents that support his advice of counsel defense. Be coy with formally noticing the defense so as to withhold discovery undermining it, and then ambush the government with the defense during trial. Defendant does not have constitutional right to withhold all defense and surprise the government. It is, of course, hardly a novel proposition that defendants in criminal cases may be required to disclose elements of their defenses in advance of trial. In addition to having publicly advanced the defense, the defendant knows what information the government has and does not have that might support or undermine the defense. The government produced in discovery the privilege logs for each witness who withheld material on the basis of claim of privilege on behalf of the defendant or his campaign. And in some cases, the defendant's campaign was directly involved in discussions regarding privilege during the course of the investigation. In other instances, the government produced court orders requiring the production of material claimed to be privileged. Compelling the defendant to provide notice and thereby discovery would be reciprocal of what the government has already produced. For example, the defense counsel publicly identified one attorney on whose advice the defense intends to rely at trial, and the government has produced in discovery substantial evidence regarding that attorney and his advice, including relevant search warrant returns. Any material relevant to that attorney's advice that remains shielded by the attorney-client privilege should be produced to the government at the earliest date to avoid disruption of the trial schedule. Let me see what the footnote said. That same attorney asserted an attorney-client privilege, oh baby, with the defendant and his campaign to shield material from disclosure to Congress. Eastman versus Benny Thompson. Yeah. Okay, we'll go down to that. Should be. In filing this motion, the government does not concede that the defendant is entitled to offer an advice of counsel defense at trial or that such a defense is supported by competent evidence. As a matter of fact, it's not. Indeed, if the evidence disclosed by the defendant shows that the advice of counsel defense is unavailable as a matter of law and fairness, the government should be permitted to raise that matter in advance of trial before questioning evidence and argument. See Rhodes. Such disclosure is necessary to assess the viability of a defense. The defense of advice of counsel necessarily falls where counsel acts as an accomplice to the crime. Yes, the Republican Congress. That's a cover-up conspiracy. And that would be exactly what is right. Lindell. Yep. It is a conspiracy. Knowingly lying and defrauding people, like Doug Frank and his little traveling pony show of Seth Keshel and Joe Altman and, all the rest of the idiots. They get money. They get money for going around the country and pushing election lies now, today. They're doing it now, today. They've been doing it since 2021. They're doing it now today. That's wrong. They're fooling people. They're con men. They're con men. Why aren't we getting the con men? Juxtaposed against such a defense, the indictment alleges that the defendant ignored the advice of attorneys and was not acting in good faith. And the court may need to hold a hearing in advance of trial to determine if the defendant should be permitted to present evidence of the defense at trial. The court must decide any preliminary question about whether a witness is qualified, a privilege exists, or evidence is admissible. To the extent practicable, the court must conduct a jury trial so that inadmissible evidence is not suggested to the jury by any means. Finally, while fairness warrants pretrial notice of the advice of counsel, defense in this case requiring it imposes no unfairness on the defense. Given his extensive public statements, the defendant cannot complain that formal notice will be prematurely or unfairly reveal a hidden trial strategy. And since the defendant must produce an exhibits in support of an advice of counsel defense by December 18th anyway, he will suffer no prejudice in also formally noticing his intent to rely on that defense. After all, producing and identifying an otherwise privileged document will operate as a subject matter waiver for all related communications. Under the law of this circuit, a defendant can waive his attorney-client privilege by releasing the documents to an investigative body at the pretrial stage. Voluntary disclosure of privileged materials subject to the attorney-client privilege is unnecessary. Two unnecessary third parties in the attorney-client privilege context waives the privilege not only as to the specific communication disclosed, but often as to all other communications relating to the same subject matter. Let me tell you why this is important. Okay, what just came out in the Eastman trial? Well, not just, but you know what I mean. It came out in the Eastman trial last week that, let me make sure I get this right. So Kurt Olson, who is a lawyer, and he is Mike Lindell's lawyer. He is Carrie Lake's lawyer. He is a fucking asshole, and he has been pushing election lies from the jump. And he's a Bannon person. He's in it. He's balls deep in this. So Kurt Olson was on the stand and is on the stand. He'll take the stand again next week in the hearing in the California Bar Disciplinary Board to remove John Eastman's law license here in California. And as I've been saying, that case is actually fascinating because, and I need to get the transcript, because the defense that Eastman is putting on is requiring him and his experts to basically expose all of the lies and all of the fuckery that Eastman was involved with. And it's not going well. So, and Kurt Olson, when he was on the stand, when he was being, during cross-examination, the state was pushing him on who did he send versions of his election memo to. And he had indicated at the top of the document that it was confidential and privileged. And so the state attorney is really pushing him to say, who else saw this document? Because if there's which it's true, he's already shared it. He shared it with Boris Epstein, and he shared it with Kenneth Chesebro. He shared his document with Kenneth Chesebro. He's admitted that under oath last week. So the thing is that all of the strategies and documents have been distributed. And that draft probably, and this is the thing we'll find out more, is who else saw it. Because remember, during that time, and part of the Eastman thing is Eastman was working with all these assholes that had formed themselves into an election integrity community of lying assholes. They forgot that part. And they definitely are really fucked. So anyway, that's why that part's really important, because I think that's going to come up. Really? Oh, I love Why are you talking about lobster that way? Why are you talking? Well, the world needs scavengers too, by the way, right? Where would we be without scavengers? It would disrupt the entire ecosystem. I'm not team scavenger or anything, but you know what I'm saying. Ocean roach. Delicious ocean roach. And butter. Okay, here we go. Blar, 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 blar. Oh, I have to pee. I'm sorry. I gotta pee. It's been 2 hours. I gotta pee. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna remove myself. And then I'm gonna go pee and I'll be right back. We make garlic oil and use it daily. Garlic, olive oil, and everything. Yum. I can't really take raw garlic that much, like when if it's not really cooked. But I love roasted garlic. I love roasted garlic, and then you spread it on like really good sourdough. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. But anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta pee. I mean, let's be honest. I have to pee, and I have to be honest with you. Okay. Had to pee. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Bodily functions. Welcome to my world. No, it's not closing credit. No, I just had to pee. Okay, here we go. And I didn't want you to be bored. I don't want you to be bored when I'm gone. Crabs are scavengers too. Crabs are scavengers too. That's their motto, actually. Crabs are scavengers too. Okay, let's see here. Oh, hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. There we go. No, we're not done. Are we not done? We're not done. Okay, here we go. Where was I? After all, evacuation. Yeah, an evacuation break, a bio break, BRB. After all, producing and identifying otherwise privileged document will operate as a subject matter. Oh, that's right. We've read that already. Blar, blar, blar. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I was down here. Fine. Requiring notice promotes efficiency. But requiring pretrial disclosure will prevent disruption of the court schedule and further judicial. This is why I cannot be a lawyer. Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons I couldn't be a lawyer, but one of them is because I cannot say judicial with any speed. Efficiency to allow for the defendant to produce the discovery that such a defense would entail. The defendant publicly claims to have had multiple lawyers providing advice in the post-election period, and at least 25 witnesses withheld information on attorney-client privilege grounds during the course of the government's investigation, including Tiffany. The process of disclosure, review, and further investigation by the government, followed by potential litigation as to the applicability of the defense in this case, may be time-consuming and, if not done in advance of trial, quote, risks unnecessary interruption and delay. Crowder, again, doing the heavy lifting for all of us. recognizing that once defense is invoked, the government will need to obtain discovery and conduct investigations, which could lead to delay. Moreover, the discovery and investigation process surrounding the advice of counsel defense, here's my mouth, may raise issues requiring additional hearing briefing before trial in connection with the discovery process and the scope of the defense itself. Crowder again for the win. And if the defendant fails to provide timely notice and discovery, the court is within its discretion to preclude the defendant from asserting an advice of counsel defense during trial. Boom! The mic drop appears on page 11. And if the defendant fails to provide timely, the court may preclude a defendant from asserting an advice of counsel defense if they fail to provide the notice required by this order. Well, that it says it right there, people. Pretrial notice is all the more warranted here because the defense is likely to arise during the opening days of trial. For example, well, maybe you should just plan for it then. For example, the defendant may wish to discuss it in his opening statement. Or on cross-examination of a witness in the government's case in chief, the defendant could elicit privileged information previously shielded from the government, thus sandbagging the government, necessitating an interruption of testimony or an adjournment. There is no benefit in allowing the defendant to wait until trial to advance his defense. Rather, efficiency requires that the government receive notice and discovery in advance of presenting its case so that it can fairly prepare for directing my nose itches in cross-examination and avoid recalling witnesses either in its case in chief or in its rebuttal. See Philip Morris. The underlying purpose of case management orders has been to ensure efficient and orderly management of the case so that trial would proceed on the scheduled date and to avoid last-minute trial by ambush tactics, which might jeopardize the trial date. Notice should be given when exhibits lists are due. Once the decision is made to require pretrial notice, the court should set the deadlines most reasonable to accomplish the twin goals of fairness and efficiency. Here, meet fairness and her twin sister efficiency. The deadline most directly related to the advice of counsel defense is December 18, 2023, the date on which the parties shall exchange lists of exhibits they intend to use in their cases in chief. By that date, the defendant already is required. I'm very sorry this morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm going to need another mouth. By that date, the defendant already is required to provide functional notice by way of the exhibits he intends to offer into evidence. The court should formalize the defendant's requirement to produce the discovery by requiring notice at that point. The defendant's intention to pursue an advice of counsel defense has direct bearing on the exhibits he will seek to introduce at trial. Presumably, he would try to rely on, for example, the, quote, very detailed memorandum from a constitutional expert his counsel described in an interview, and therefore would need to identify that document on his exhibit list. Oh, John Eastman, you're a little bit... that's not, I don't need to look it up. He also would need to identify as an exhibit any document showing that he, quote, made full disclosure of all material facts to his attorney before receiving the advice at issue, and that he, quote, relied in good faith on the counsel's advice that his course of conduct was legal. This could come in the form of emails, text messages, attorney notes, communications, or other documents, any of which would result in a subject matter waiver over any other privileged materials. Requiring the defendant to give formal notice at the time he designates exhibits on December 18th is a natural complement to the pretrial order. In limine motions, including ones seeking to admit or exclude certain evidence, are due by December 27, 2023. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Probably for the previous one, Happy Hanukkah. I don't even know when the dates are. Okay, where was I? And January 15th, 2024 is the date by which the parties must jointly submit a short narrative description of the case to be read to the jury. Oh, prospective jurors. Okay, wait, we need to read this. The defendant's case in chief means not only what the defendant will introduce after the government rests, but also substantive non-impeachment evidence introduced during the government's case in chief. See Crowder again. Finding that the phrase case in chief refers to any substantive evidence the defendant affirmatively intends to introduce to prove his theory of the case or defenses as opposed for the purpose of impeachment only, regardless of when during the trial such evidence will be offered, collecting cases and stating that nearly every court to consider the issue has concluded the same. Where's the mic? I can't find my mic. But here, I have this. Oops, let's do that. I don't know where my, okay. So then, let's see. Let's do this. Where was I? The parties will not be able to submit an effective joint proposal without advance notice of the defense and defendant's intent to rely on the advice of counsel defense. Wait, I'm sorry. Now I'm like obsessed with having more hands on my fingers. Hold on, just everybody hold on. You know what? They have these ones with OK, and I don't want them because they're like white power sign bullshit. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Where's? Hold on. I need to find a middle finger. Ow! Hold on, I'm just finding a middle finger. Oh, come on. You're telling me I don't have any middle fingers in here? God, there's too many hands. Hold on. Ah! I gotta go to the hand box. Okay, here we go. I found one. Never mind. All right, everybody, don't panic. I found one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. For example, asserted defense may inform what questions the parties in court want to ask the venere during voir dire. I know, right? When you misplace your middle fingers, they're precious. And the court would benefit from the parties putting forth as agreed or disputed jury instruction regarding the advice of counsel. The Red Book does not contain generic iteration of the instruction, so necessarily the court will have to decide on the most appropriate language based on current law and the facts introduced at trial. To the extent that the parties seek to use patterns in jury instructions. Too late, I'm already panicking. Wait, where was I? Melissa. To the extent that the parties seek to use pattern jury instructions from the current version of the DC Red Book, it is sufficient simply to list the numbers of those instructions. Special instructions shall be submitted verbatim with citations to cases and other authorities to support instruction. Well, you better find someone who can read because their lawyers are pretty bad at reading. The parameters of that instruction should operate as guardrails throughout the trial and therefore should be determined by the court prior to opening statements. It's hard for me to, here we go. So we're almost done. In more simple cases with fewer attorneys on whose advice the defendant purportedly relied, courts have ordered that a pretrial disclosure of an intent to rely on advice of counsel defense ordinarily have required that it be provided within weeks of the start of trial. These cases are factually distinguishable. Crowder, come on down. You've got a permanent seat at the table. Requiring 2 weeks notice 2 weeks before trial in two-defendant case involving scheme to defraud DC public schools. Requiring notice 10 days before trial, 2 weeks before trial, in addition to the prudential reasons to peg the defendant's notice, peg the defendant. Wait. All right, carry on. It'll be appearing on Twitter shortly. Let's see. Notice to deadline of exhibit lists. A more substantial notice period is warranted in this case because the defense will likely involve multiple lawyers. There will be discovery obligations and additional litigation, and the required notice will not expose any defense secrets. As set forth above, lead counsel has identified one attorney by name The defendant has spoken of getting advice from multiple attorneys, and at least 25 witnesses have withheld information from this investigation on the basis of attorney-client privilege. Go figure. Given the potential number of attorneys, there's too many attorneys. Too many dicks on the dance floor. Too many dicks. Too many dicks on the dance floor. Too many dicks. Have you ever watched Flight of the Conchords? If you have not watched Flight of the Conchords, I want you to turn me off immediately and go watch the entire number of seasons of Flight of the Conchords, because that will explain everything. Given the potential number of attorneys and the breadth of the advice involved, the defendant's notice should describe with particularly the following: identity of each attorney who provided advice, the specific advice given, including whether the advice was oral or written. Little cunnilingus. Can we call it cunnilingus? Did we just do something here? Did we just make up something? Cunnilingus? Oral advice. It's when you get bad legal advice by mouth. Cunnilingus. You heard it here first. All right, here we go. Now I can't even focus. I've invented a word. All right, here we go. Wait, what? The specific advice, including whether the advice was oral, the date on which the advice was given, and the information the defendant communicated or caused to be communicated to the attorney concerning the subject matter of the advice, including the date and manner of the communication. Because if they didn't give all of the information, it doesn't matter. Conclusion. The court, the parties, the jury, and the public have an interest in an orderly and efficient trial. The court should build an appropriate interval into the pretrial schedule to ensure that all disclosure, investigation, and litigation resulting from the notice of the advice of counsel can be addressed and resolved in an orderly fashion. For that reason, the court should enter an order requiring the defendant to provide notice of his intent to rely on such a defense by December 18th, 2023. A proposed order is attached. We already wrote it for you, bitch. Come on now. We already did it. We 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 really, really did it. This is great. We need to do something about the corrupt Supreme Court. Yes. Well, you know what? We have so much we've got to do. It's crazy. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, never knowing my right foot from my left. Oh, I can't understand. Oh, wait, let me give you I'll give you the link to that document. Hi, Tom. That's that document. And look at Congress. Oh my God, there's just so much right now. There's so much. There's so much. It's too much. All right, let me see if there's anything on the Lisa Rubin. Okay, that's not her. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, never knowing my right foot from my left. I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Blark, blarka, 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 blark. It's very overcast here today. What are we getting storms, Jim? Did you say that? Did you say the West Coast is going to get some storms? Is that something you said? Did you say that, Jim? I don't want to get any storms. I don't want to get any storms. I don't want to get any storms. Yeah. 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 Let's see if there's anything happening today. Let's see here. If I had a hammer, I'd swing it in the morning, I'd swing it in the evening. all over this land. It's swinging out. I don't know what the words to that song are. Danger, more love between the brothers and the sisters, all over this land. Yes, Jim, I do remember this. I do remember that. What did you, Tom? How does Israel Intel miss something that big? Saw former CIA head on MSNBC. I don't know. I think there is a lot that we don't know, and I don't mean to be flip about it. I mean, honestly, it's very, it's fraught with a lot of stuff we just don't know, which is terrible. Because children are dying and children are scared, and that's not right. That needs to stop. So yeah, it's really ridiculous. Well, it certainly is convenient for BB because he has nothing but trouble these days. But I can't believe anyone would be that cruel to, there's the unconfirmed, I think they're unconfirmed reports that he had advance notice that this could happen or something, or I don't know. I feel like right now we know very little factually. Well, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. I feel like there is a lot for us to learn. Let me put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, definitely this bears a lot of characteristics that it would be convenient for BB at this time to have a nation that is brought together. That is that is that is peak BB. It really is. But I just don't want to believe that he would be so megalomaniacal that he would subject his own people to this. Yeah, remember he's the guy that dropped phosphorus bombs. Yeah. No, there's I mean, I am not of Arab descent. I am not Jewish, so I feel uniquely unqualified and uninvited into the conversation. However, I believe everyone has a right to exist. And frankly, I think that oppressors are wrong regardless. And the Palestinian people have been oppressed, and the Israelis are now being terrified. You know what I mean? Like there's no winner here. But everyone has the right to their dignity and to exist in peace and safety and not be brutalized and imprisoned in their own homes and kicked out of their homes unceremoniously and all of the things. So from my standpoint, there's been a lot of terrorism inflicted on both sides. And Frank, yeah, this is one of those issues that if you don't have, like, I don't feel like I can even say anything except for to express deep, deep care for the people of the entire region. And that I also think Bibi Netanyahu is a fucking maniac despot who would do anything in order to preserve his own ass. And I keep coming back to that. I don't know. It's really bad. I just keep thinking about children being scared, when you watch I just can't even imagine. I just want everyone to be like, my God, you know what it is? Like, you fucking, like, you have one life, one fucking life. Oh my God, I look terrible. You have one life. Oh, you know what? I didn't finish putting on my makeup. That's what it was. You have one life to live on this planet. Really. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you think your God says to you. I just don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. What our job to do is to make sure that everybody has a chance to spend their trip on the marble. Oh, look how cute. Spend their trip on the marble the best way they know how. That's it. That's it. Babies and children, yeah. So I don't, this is probably the most I'll ever say on this, but I just feel like I think chaos serves many masters. And I don't think that's a conspiracy theory. I think that's just the way life is. Chaos serves many masters. And I think just on a kind of bullshit meta level, I feel like we give people a lot of grace now and just kind of like we just kind of ignore the bad behavior, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess it's not well formed. The only goal is selfishness for themselves and worshiping the golden calf. I feel like that's the point, is that the chaos agents just want to get as much as they can. Again, chaos is the point. The chaos and the cruelty is the point. Ah, just poked myself in the eye. The chaos and the cruelty is the point. Prepper, yeah. Prepper told you that where there's chaos, there's cash. Oh my God, that's it. That's it. That's what it is. All right, let me check and see if. Oh God, it's one of those mornings. All right, let me see what's going on. What's going on in the Exxon world? What's going on the shitter? What's going on the shitter? Oh, thank God I'm a country boy. Well, got me a pipe and I got me a fiddle. Something's coming up. I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Oh, life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. I sing that a lot. I have like these little things like life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Empty wheel. Unclear how being a designated. Well, here we'll just let's do this together. I should share the fun. Shitter. One life, make the most of it. Yep, I see that every time I go to memory care. Yeah, hello. All the movers and the shakers from the early 80s wish their chemical lobotomies sitting in front of a TV. Yeah. It's just, this is why it's, man, I don't know. I had like a 1984 moment like a few years ago, and it was a breakdown, so it was not, pleasant, but it was kind of like I can't do this anymore. I can't function like that. It was weird. Anyway. Unclear how being a designee for Doc Trump's. Oh, is this October 6th? What? God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, shitter. All right, we read this. We read this. Oh wait, no, we didn't. Oh, what? Wait, is this? Did we read this? Oh, we didn't read this. Okay. This is government's opposed motion for fair and protective jury procedures. Hold on, I gotta put on lip gloss for this. Life is very precious. Trust me. If my father taught me anything, he taught me that you have one life to live and you better fucking make the most of it, because at the end of the day, no one is going to say, I wish I hadn't done as much as I did. So, all right, trial in this matter, in which the defendant, a former president, is charged with attempt. I can't read that. I need you to be a little closer. Charged with attempting to overturn the presidential election, disenfranchise millions of Americans, and obstruct the peaceful transfer of power is a matter of national importance and will likely generate significant public attention, you think? To ensure that the voir dire, in this case, proceeds in an orderly, efficient, and fair manner, the government proposes that the court use a written juror questionnaire shortly in advance of its in-person jury selection. A questionnaire would save time by allowing the court to excuse some potential jurors without requiring them to appear in court, and by permitting the court and the parties to organize and streamline their questions for in-person voir dire. Because the questionnaire process will give the parties early access to prospective jurors, identifying information, and the ability to conduct open source research regarding them, the court should impose reasonable boundaries for such research and reiterate its practice, standard among courts in this district, of prohibiting public identification of potential or selected jurors. Through counsel, the defendant opposes this motion because we want to. Another thing I learned is that nice people die young, old, mean, nasty people live the longest. Oh, Jim, don't say that. I want to live to like 100. I don't want to be that. All right, here we go. Proposed jury measures. This is what we want you to do, Judge. The court has broad discretion to manage jury selection, as evidenced by all this stuff, and a duty to maintain control of the process to preserve fairness and, at the same time, protect legitimate privacy. Whoops. The court's discretion includes determining whether to employ a written juror questionnaire, deciding which questions to pose to prospective jurors, and deploying measures including anonymity and sequestration necessary to protect the integrity of the proceeding. A jury selection is particularly within the province of the trial judge. The trial court's broad discretion in this area includes deciding what questions to ask prospective jurors. What's going on over there? Hold on, just a minute. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Wait, I need a little finger. Yeah, man. Okay. To make a court's duty to make a sensitive appraisal of the climate surrounding a trial and the prediction as to the potential security or publicity problems that may arise during the proceedings includes determining whether to anonymize jury. It is axiomatic that the decision to sequester or unsequester a jury rests within the trial judge's discretion. In this case, the court should exercise that discretion to streamline jury selection through the use of a jury questionnaire. At the same time, in light of the public attention that is expected, and the defendant's and the defendant's record of using public social media in an intimidating manner. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Further evinced by events in a separate trial in New York last week, the court should implement several of the standard measures frequently used in the district to protect the jury, impose additional clear guidelines for use of information regarding potential jurors. The record in this case, okay, we need some fingers. We need some human hands. The record in this case amply supports the proposed restrictions in the disclosure of juror information. Indeed, the court has before it evidence sufficient to implement far more restrictive measures, including full juror anonymity and full sequestration. Per curiam, explaining that juror anonymity may be warranted upon a showing of, among other things, extensive publicity that could enhance the possibility that jurors' names would become public. Wait, I think I'm going to do this. Hold on, I just need another hand. Just need one more. There we go. There we go. Now it's as complete as I need it to be. Okay, here we go. Oh, here. Yeah, my mouth. Okay, here we go. All right, stop. Okay, wait, where was I? Extensive publicity that could enhance the possibility of jurors' names would become public and expose them to intimidation or harassment. The government requests a questionnaire to make voir dire more efficient. Use of a written questionnaire in this case shortly before in-person voir dire will expedite the process of selecting a fair jury. Quote, written questionnaires are now a common complement in oral examination when selecting an effective and impartial jury. And are routinely employed to facilitate jury voir dire in a number of circumstances, including where a large number of prospective jurors must be screened, where an anonymous jury is to be impaneled, or where there has been extensive pretrial publicity. You think? When confronted with trials estimated to last longer than 2 weeks, or that are otherwise expected to require a larger jury pool from which to draw, courts in this district have used questionnaires to make in-person voir dire more expedient. That's all. Advanced written questionnaire used for 8-week January 6th related seditious conspiracy trial of multiple defendants associated with the Oath Keepers. See United States v. Nordine. Advanced written okay, yeah, all these guys. What? Stone? Oh, Quinones. I thought that said Stone. Oh, Rhodes. Slatton. Okay, sorry. All right. So yeah, okay. All the boys. We them boys. We them boys. That's a great song. I won't try to sing it. But anyway, let's see. Now what are we doing? Let's get together here. Oops. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. It will also assist the parties in preparing organized and succinct lists of questions tailored to each juror. Court informing jurors that questionnaire will save a lot of time ultimately and will speed the process of jury selection and minimize the amount of time that you must spend in the courtroom while a jury is selected. That's actually a great idea. In particular, the government proposes the following schedule consistent with the written questionnaire process directed by this court in United States v. Alford and other cases in the district. First, the court should order the government to draft a questionnaire, confer with the defense, and file a proposed questionnaire with indications as to which questions the parties agree upon and which they do not, after which the court will issue a final questionnaire. Ordering defendant who move for written advance questionnaire to prepare a written questionnaire for distribution to prospective jurors and meet and confer with the government before submitting it for court approval, indicating in his filing disputes between the parties regarding language. Next, the clerk will issue summonses to potential jurors to appear at the courthouse and complete written questionnaires in advance of in-person voir dire. Courts have scheduled this for varying amounts of time in advance of trial, ranging from days, weeks, to months. No, let's not do it in months. 2 weeks in advance. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Here, subject as always to the court schedule, the government proposes that jurors complete the written questionnaire on or about Friday, February 9th, because you know what? Everybody wants to spend their weekend filling out a jury questionnaire, right? Approximately 3 weeks before in-person jury selection begins on Monday, March 4th. Then, on a date of the court's choosing during the week of February 26th, the parties would jointly submit a list of jurors whom they agree should be struck for cause, and separate lists of jurors for whom each party moves to strike for cause based solely on information in the questionnaire. For example, individuals who establish that they genuinely cannot serve because of some actual and immovable personal or professional conflict, or individuals who unequivocally establish they cannot follow the court's instructions. All those sob sits, knock them out. The court should impose reasonable and standard restrictions to protect jurors. If the court approves the use of a questionnaire, the parties will learn the identities of the potential jurors in advance of in-person jury selection. It is commonplace in this district for parties, once they are provided with jurors' identifying information, to conduct open source social media research on the veneer. On the veneer? Did I say that wrong? Better be several steps ahead of AI. Yeah. Wait, where was I? Given the particular sensitivities of this case, stemming both from heightened public interest and the defendant's record of using social media to attack others, the court should impose certain limited restrictions on the ability of the parties to conduct research on potential jurors during jury selection and trial to use juror research. In addition, the court should strictly enforce the standard practices in this district designed to shield juror identities from the public. It is standard and accepted practice in this and other districts for parties to conduct open source internet research, including by viewing the public-facing social media accounts of potential jurors. Competent and zealous representation may require investigation of relevant information from social media sites of jurors or potential jurors to discover bias or other relevant information for jury selection. This should be fun. Accessing public social media sites of jurors. Oh, that's wrong. Like, that's a wrong word. That's not the right spelling, right? Right? That should be SI. I like to be smarter than lawyers sometimes, like I like to take my minute. I like to take my minute and be like, girl. Okay. Sorry. Accessing blah, 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 or potential jurors is not prohibited as long as there is no communication by the lawyer, and that means anybody connected with it, with the juror. So no, Boris Epstein, you can't show up at the juror's house. This is appropriate and consistent with the jury selection process's purposes of weeding out partial or unfair jurors and helping the parties exercise challenges. Voir dire examination serves the dual purpose of enabling the court to select an impartial jury and assisting counsel in exercising preemptory challenges. Moreover, the review of open source information will mitigate the risk that a post-trial review will give rise to litigation. Defendant's motion for a new trial based on an unfounded claim that a juror misrepresented social media activity is denied in part because the defense had necessary information from the juror's questionnaire with which to confront juror during in-person voir dire and chose not to. The court should make clear that the parties, however, have that research beyond what is publicly available, especially if it results in any kind of contact with a potential juror, would infringe upon potential juror's privacy. It's so breezy. Interests and could constitute improper ex parte communication. Jurors are not celebrities or public figures, but good citizens commuting from all over our district, willing to serve our country and willing to bear the burden of deciding a commercial dispute the parties themselves cannot resolve. Okay, dudes, come on now. All right, anyway. Wait, where was I? Their privacy matters. Their privacy should yield only as necessary to reveal bias or reluctance to follow the court's instructions. The parties should thus be precluded during jury selection and trial from asking to follow or friend anyone, or to make analogous affirmative request, to gain access to posts or profiles that are not otherwise publicly available. No party, attorney for the party, or person acting on behalf of a party, listen up, no party, attorney for a party, or person acting on behalf of a party or attorney shall communicate directly or indirectly with a juror or an excused juror or a member of a juror's or excused juror's family during the trial. This prohibition should not apply, however, to mere passive viewing of publicly available information on sites like LinkedIn that may alert a potential juror to the fact that a particular person has reviewed his or her account. Finally, the parties should also be precluded from any form of investigation, whether online or otherwise, that could reasonably be perceived as vexatious or harassing. You think? This court also should prohibit the use of information gained from juror research for any other purpose other than voir dire. And even there, the court should require that if a party intends to use the information gained through open source research, that the party does so in a way that
does not reveal the juror's identity. This limitation is consistent with the district's practice in Local Criminal Rule 24, 1B, which not 1A, don't look there. Go on, move on to B, which dictate that jurors' identifying information not be made public outside the courtroom, and that in the courtroom, the court and the parties refer to juries by number rather than name. Officers of the court and other parties who have access to juror names through the court shall not disclose the names of prospective and sitting petite jurors, not just the small ones. The tall ones are fair game, folks, but those little ones just don't be disclosing the petite jurors. Shall not disclose the names of protective and sitting petite jurors in the public outside of open court, except upon order of the court. Court admonishing an attorney, quote, "It's not appropriate to mention potential jurors' names in court." Stewie Rhodes. Oh, wait, here's this standing order in the Eastern District of Texas provides that parties are not prohibited from conducting or causing another to conduct any type of online investigation merely because a juror, potential juror, may become aware that his or her electronic social media is being reviewed. And therefore, the parties are not prohibited from reviewing the LinkedIn accounts or whatever. But even if network settings would alert that juror, I don't get it. Oh, I mean, it makes sense, but yeah. Though it has long been standard practice as recently, after a large number of high-profile trials, the local criminal rules were amended in April 2023 to add this provision and make it practice the rule. Interesting. Oh, wait, what? Where were we? It's not appropriate. Court correcting attorney who used a juror's name. Okay. Bannon. Wow, all the stars are here. At 3. Court directing the parties before voir dire. I very much expect that while we, of course, have the names of the jurors, that we will not, and no one will mention the juror names on the public record during voir dire today. We will use only juror numbers. My nose itches. I'm going to kiss a fool or have a fight. Okay. Finally, the court should admonish the parties to handle juror questionnaires and jury sheets containing jurors' identifying information with care, including requiring each party to ensure that any individual the party permits to access these sensitive materials understands that he cannot publicly disclose the information. With respect to questionnaires, this is analogous to the restrictions that the court places on the handling of jury sheets that reveal to the potential jurors' names and personal information during in-person voir dire. In case involving civil rights conspiracy to obstruct access to reproductive health services, court tightly controlled jury sheets listing jurors' names and identifying information, including that they must remain in the courtroom and be returned to the court at night to be placed under seal and maintained in the court's vault. Ooh. Explaining that the reason for control over jury sheets is to make sure that there are no issues, that the jurors are not interfered with, not influenced, not intimidated. Such a precaution is not only necessary to ensure that all parties handle sensitive juror information responsibly, but also so that the court can assure prospective and seated jurors in this case that no party will improperly use their names or other identifying information. Want to bet? Watch them, Judge. All right, here we go. We're almost there. Hold on, kids. There are other good reasons in this case for the court to impose these restrictions and enforce the district's standard prohibition against publicizing jurors' identities. Chief among them is the defendant's continued use of social media as a weapon of intimidation in court proceedings. In addition to the record before the court from the government's previous filings, just last week, the defendant escalated his conduct and publicly attacked the trial judge law clerk in his pending civil fraud trial in New York State Supreme Court. The defendant did so by reposting on his Truth Social account, which has 6.4 million followers. It's okay, most of them are bots. A photograph of the law clerk and a United States senator with the baseless caption, "Senator's girlfriend, clerk name, is running this case against me. How disgraceful. This case should be dismissed immediately." As a result, the judge in that case was forced to issue an oral order that no party speak publicly about members of the court staff. Given that the defendant, after apparently reviewing opposition research on court staff, chose to use social media to publicly an emergency alert, Larry Lee Trump is threatening to sing again.
uh, 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 That's it. That's my Laura. God, I'm like itchy. I think it's like I don't know what's going on. I must be having an allergic reaction or something. Even before the defendant's most recent concerning conduct, the court, as the court is aware, the defendant's supporters already had directed threats to the court and to grand jurors. Let's see. Judge admonishes Trump for social media post attacking law clerk. Judge issues. Okay. Even before the threats to the court and to grand jurors who returned an indictment in Fulton County, Georgia. For these and related reasons, another federal court presiding over a civil case involving the defendant recently found it appropriate. I mean, you come for the reading. Found it appropriate to adopt measures to protect juror privacy that are far more restrictive than those proposed by the government here. Keeping jurors' identities secret, even from the parties, upon findings that, in the context of the defendant's repeated attacks on courts, judges, various law enforcement officials, and other public officials, and even individual jurors in other matters. If jurors' identities were disclosed, there would be a strong likelihood of unwanted media attention to the jurors, influence attempts, and/or harassment, or worse, of jurors by supporters of Mr. Trump. Yes, indeed. The court should likewise protect prospective and selected jurors in this case from intimidation and fear through the limited measures proposed above. Finally, jurors in this case are likely to receive substantial media and other public attention. In consultation with the United States Marshals Service, the court may wish to consider measures to protect the jury, in this case from scrutiny and harassment, such as arranging for jurors to gain discreet entry into and out of the courthouse. Court explained to prospective jurors, we will make arrangements for the jurors who are selected to serve to come and go from the courthouse in a private manner so that you do not have to interact with other people to make your way through any crowds or that gather at any of the public entrances. Yeah, that's kind of necessary. Courts in some of the other high-profile matters, cited above, took similar steps. Closer, in time to trial, the government may request specific additional protective measures for the jury. Conclusion. To ensure an efficient process for selecting a fair and impartial jury in this case, the court should use a written questionnaire shortly in advance of in-person voir dire. At the same time, the court should adopt several of the district's standard measures to protect the identities, privacy, and security of prospective and selected jurors. Thank you very much. Little Jackie Smith. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, as Rick would say. Ugh. Well, it's really good to see you. It's really good to see you. It's really good to see you right now. Ah! Ah! It's really good to see you. It's good to be seen. The Navy SEALs are in Israel to liberate the American hostages. Just check the news. Do 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 do. Yeehaw. I feel like if we know something, it can't possibly like really be happening. New Trump's attack on this is an hour ago. Trump's attack on New York just going back. Oh, that's the story from Midas Touch. Midas Touch. It's a Midas Touch. It's a Midas Touch. Let's see what Midas Touch is saying. I don't want to show you. Trump will not visit Congress ahead of speaker vote. When's the speaker vote? Nikki Haley refuses to say if Trump's Milley execution comments are disqualifying. Crazy. It's weird. Jim Jordan must answer. Oh, yeah, whatever. Jim Jordan. Okay, hold on. Let's just wait. I'll put on some music. They're saying buy silver sheets and fancy wicking underoos. Oh, well, will they come in matching like Garanimals? Will they have Spider-Man underoos with the fancy wicking and the silver sheets? They're back in session tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. No. Well, then that takes the pressure off. We can just like play some music. I got to come up with some new music. I understand. Just be patient. I'm working on it. I think the strike's like really over. Hi Lee. Think you can get them foom? I want foom. I'll get foom branding. God, crazy. No, I don't want Moink anywhere near me. Yay! Thanks, Tom. Probably will. All my little like I fucked up putting up my little things fell down. I didn't put them up right. So I only two of them are, and I'm too lazy to go and like fix them. I gotta go do that. But yeah, oh boy. Square footage is subjective. It is subjective, isn't it? It won't be under one of my vehicles. Oh my god, Tom. You had to do some stuff. I remember my dad used to like he was all he was always like working on shit, right? Like because he was an engineer, so he was always like tinker. And he oh, you know what? It's pretty overcast here too. Actually, we've got some big clouds. Um nice. It's a little bit of sun. Not a lot. It's not a lot. It was really hot here the other day. It's like super not actually pleasant. Um oh, dad. Yeah, so my mom had a 1989 Honda Civic. Yeah, that was like her car. And so he used to well, he taught me how to like change the oil and stuff like that, which by the way, I dropped that fucking nut in that oil every fucking time and got yelled at. So I am a little traumatized when it comes to changing the oil in a car. Yeah, it's something for my therapist. Um, but then also, I remember learning how to set the points on the distributor. That was crazy. I was so proud of myself. I was like, yeah, I can, yeah, open that distributor account, Dad. I'll set those points. I don't know why I had to set the points in the distributor. I think it had something to do with the battery, right? I don't really know. But I remember it being a very impressive story, so I like to tell it whenever I can, just in case it gives me any street cred with the home auto repair crew. I'm really working on my home auto repair crew audience, trying to build that. Yeah, it's going really well. Trump's dump on Weisselberg. Let me see what Trump's dump is. Hold on, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Oh, Used to have a points car. It was a weekly thing. I know. I don't. Well, I didn't. We didn't street race, but yeah, I remember doing that. Okay, hold on. I want to show you Truth Social. Does everybody go to Truth Social? I should be like a tour guide for scary websites. I'll take you to the scary websites, darling. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Okay, let me get rid of the music. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome to Truth Social. Boom, boom, boom. What's on my mind? Trump 24. Oops. 24. Trump 24. Wait, I'm going to hashtag this bitch. Trump 24. Oops. 24 to life. There we go. I'm going to truth that bitch. There you go. Lolo. Trump 24 to life. I get kicked out of this site all the time. It's sunny and 7 degrees in southwest Missouri, but it's still dreary because of all the MAGAs. Fuck yeah, it is. Hey, Melissa, do you know where Mound City is? Mound City, Missouri. I've been there. Okay, here we go. This is his latest. When is it? October 10th at 9:55 a.m. Oh, that's an hour ago. I understand that candidates are losing by 57 to 70 points. I understand. Wait, okay, I better. There's not good grammar in this, so I have to like take a minute. Wait a minute. I understand that candidates are losing by 57. Wait. Let me think about Trump for a minute. Joe speaking soon. I understand the candidates that are losing 57 to 70 points are getting together with Paul Rhino, Mitt the loser Romney. Wait, Paul Rhino? Mitt the loser Romney, Bill No Guts a Talent Bar, and some broken political investors that will soon come to me, as most others already have. What? For what? Oh, okay, I need to not. Should carry it live? I might. I mean, I'll try. I don't. Where is it? What now? Wait, I'm in the middle of a very important truthing. These failed candidates should have started by campaigning effectively, which they didn't because they don't have the skill or the talent. Romney, who today couldn't get elected dog catcher in the great state of Utah, should have beaten an absolutely failed first-time Obama. If he and Rhino Paul fought as hard against Obama as they do against President Donald J. Trump, that's me, they would never have lost. But remember, Republicans eat their young. You're their young? I'm confused. And that's the problem with so many in our party. They go after the people who are on their side rather than the radical left Democrats who are destroying our country. These are losers, and the Republican nation must stop following their failed ideas and policies. They only help crooked Joe Biden. My mom's side of the family is from Falls City, Nebraska, just on the other side of the river from Mound City. Oh, yay. I love that area. It's so pretty. Okay, let me find Joe Biden. Hold on, there's an ad.
The important thing with Twitter recently, since Elon Musk.
It's not on yet. I have it queued. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Let me do some new tricks and da da ba da boo 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 da boo da boo. Yeah, I think I'm definitely coming down with something because it can't possibly be that I can't sing. Can't be that I can't sing. Yeah, live starting shortly. I got it, Tom. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so this I used to call this. Oh my god, another dad story. I used to call this nut job. I used to call this program nut job call-in show, and now I watch it. But my dad watched this fucking religiously. Like every morning at like 4:30 in the morning, he would get up, turn the TV on, turn it to C-SPAN, and that's his morning. So I love him. He made me care about a lot of things. And I love him for that reason. But anyway, it's just funny. That's why C-SPAN's kind of special to me. I like it. I do hate the way they structure their fucking the White House. Oh really? Okay. Well, we'll just you know. Oh, I need more coffee. Wait, hold on. Oh no, I don't. Do you ever like this is like misleading because the cup is kind of heavy. So I think that even when the coffee's like here, like it still feels like it's empty, and that's weird. I wish my dad watched C-SPAN. I know, Melissa. I got really, this is like I think one of the things I wanted. I really want to work on this. I really want to work on a how do we have a place where family members who are not MAGA but have MAGA family. Um, how do we provide a space where people can just like talk that isn't trying to do therapy? Like I'm not here to fix anybody because I better fix myself first. But I do feel like when we used to have the Pam spaces and some people would come in when they were like, oh my God, my father, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my whatever are so, far gone. I can't talk to them. I really felt like there was some hopefulness in the spaces where we could say, hey, I hear you. And, we're going to get through it. You know what I mean? I'm the only one in my family. God, Melissa, that's so hard. I mean, my entire family, my immediate family, because I don't really talk to my cousins that much. We just never grew up together. So I don't really, I mean, I know them, but I don't really know them. But all my siblings, both my parents are dead, um, all liberal, all very far left. So I've never had to endure that. And I can't imagine what that must be like. That's why I feel like we might have a chance. And that actually might help the voting. You know what I mean? I feel like if we help families come have a conversation, that maybe that is what helps get us back. And it's not like it's going to fix it, right? I'm not looking at anything and saying, oh, there's like this magic, oh, we got this, like I think this is hard work, but I think that's why many fronts like give non-MAGA families a way to connect or to understand or to say this is how I'm feeling right, whatever. So there's that piece of it, and then there's the other piece which is kind of like the debunking of facts. I'd love to get into a space that starts to really do that. We've never been able to really get people that want to come in and give their facts. You know what I mean? Like it's just really hard. But I'd love to be involved in something like that. I don't need to lead and I shouldn't lead anything, but I would love to be involved in something like that and giving a space for people. Because and media literacy, right? So I think if we work on it on a number of fronts, that is how we become a more perfect union, right? Like, um, I know this is a lot of hoping kind of stuff too, but if we can get education to a place where critical thinking becomes the focus, and not fact finding, right? Like their facts need to be found, but what is really missed in schools is the development of critical thinking skills, um, And I know that's kind of a blanket statement, but I think in the schools that I've been involved with, I can see where that's like a big piece of it. Your sister's the only one I still talk to, but I have to remind her not to talk about Trump around me. Oh my God. I tried to tell my sister's husband how bad news next, but he didn't want to hear it. See, the thing is when I watch those shows, it's very, the information is always presented in such a way that it's really easy to digest. It really doesn't require you to look further because they kind of wrap it in a present for the viewer, and any kind of like, but what about, any kind of thought you might have about, oh well, what about this, they take care of that in the messaging. And I mean they in the collective of how right-wing media um, kind of, I don't know where they get it from. I really don't. It all appeals to emotion too. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. It all appeals to emotion. Yeah, media literacy does always require looking further. And the problem that I notice, and again, I'm talking in kind of declaratives, and I don't mean to do that because everything is nuanced, but um, the pattern I notice, I guess, is that the story is a complete package, right? Like the packet, I think that even the news service, I think they call them packets or something, if I'm not mistaken. The packet is full. The packet is it's tight. It's watertight in their minds because it just deals on like a um it just deals with the surface information of what's happening, like circumstantial evidence. Well, if you see Joe doing this, then that means he must be that. If Joe does this, he must be that. Right? Like, so I think that is, it makes it easy. I I do, however, know that undoubtedly there are very intelligent critical thinkers on the right, right? So what's their excuse? This is my problem. This is my real problem. What is their excuse? Oh, this guy's like a director of a, what is he doing? Elon Musk's what? Elon, okay, I need not to have the CC right now. PBS frontline director and Elon's Twitter takeover. Oh, I might want to watch that. Um, I try to debunk the things I know. See, the thing is debunking is hard. Debunking is really hard because the messaging has they're taught how to respond. I hate doing this, but right wing media does a really good job of helping people or telling them how to respond to critics. Yeah, that's the problem. The again, it's a complete messaging system from cradle to grave. Yeah, sunk cost, identity, enmity. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's in too deep. I mean, yeah, because here's the basic human thing: is nobody wants to be wrong, right? Nobody wants to be wrong. Oh, I'm gonna find a fireplace. This is ridiculous. Hold on. I gotta I gotta get us a fireplace. Hold on. Hold on. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? Man. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, that's kind of nice. Campfire by the river. We can't ever have any conversations other than small talk, and we just end up watching TV. Oh, Melissa, I can feel it. And often taught rebuttals are simply, yeah, they're simplistic catchphrases, Pepper. They're really base information. Let me see if this one's good. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, this looks kind of cool. I wonder if this will be good. I think this will be good. Let me see what the music is. Hold on. I hope they don't strike me. I'm always worried. I was looking for campfire, but this is cool. Okay. There we go. Oh, hi basket package. How are you? We're just doing shit. We're just talking shit. I know. It's hard probably not to get angry. Let's go, Brandon. Oh, this guy took a picture of my shirt the other day in the Walmart. He's like, "Can I take a picture of your shirt?" And I'm like, "Sure." Oh, where is it? I think it's right here. I think it's right here. Oh, I threw it. I don't know where I threw it. Oh, here it is. I was wearing this the other day in Walmart. Oh, no, Walmart. Target. What am I saying? I don't even go to Walmart. And a guy's like, "Can I take a picture of your shirt?" And I'm like, "Girl, do you want my card?" I told her I'd never go and wear anywhere in public if she had that shirt. Well, then you should get this shirt. Whoops. We fucking voted him out. That's my shirt. That's the shirt I wear. And then I have an Antifa shirt too. It's in the pattern of Friends, but it's Antifa. Anyway. Oh shoot! I'm gonna go pick up my dog. Yeah. Fuck, man. Fuck. Oh, I'll put the music on because we're gonna have a drive and music. Let's see. Let's do. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I got some. This is new music I got. It won't be fun for the. Oh, I love this shirt. I love this shirt. It's stretchy, but it's like super soft. I love this shirt. Using what you learned from Gal. I love it. Have breakthrough in my sister. Oh, oh. Pepper. Hearts and love that. I love that. I like this music. There you go. These are unbelievable, those ones. little musical interlude. Joe's on. Okay, hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. Wait, that's not it. Where's my C-SPAN? Where's my C-SPAN? Ah!
On this world, the people of Israel lived through one such moment this weekend. The bloody hands of the terrorist organization Hamas, a group whose stated purpose for being is to kill Jews. This was an act of sheer evil. More than 1,000 civilians slaughtered, not just killed, slaughtered in Israel. Among them, at least 14 American citizens killed. Parents butchered using their bodies to try to protect their children. Stomach-turning reports of babies being killed. Entire families slain. Young people massacred while attending a musical festival to celebrate peace. Women raped, assaulted, paraded as trophies. Families hid their fear for hours and hours, desperately trying to keep their children quiet to avoid drawing attention. And thousands of wounded, alive but carrying with them the bullet holes and the shrapnel wounds and the memory of what they endured. You all know these traumas never go away. There's still so many families desperately waiting to hear the fate of their loved ones, not knowing if they're alive or dead or hostages. Infants in their mother's arms, grandparents in wheelchairs, Holocaust survivors abducted and held hostage. Hostages whom Hamas has now threatened to execute in violation of every code of human morality. It's abhorrent. The brutality of Hamas, these bloodthirstiness brings to mind the worst rampages of ISIS. This is terrorism. But sadly, for the Jewish people, it's not new. This attack has brought to the surface painful memories and the scars left by a millennia of anti-Semitism and genocide of the Jewish people. So in this moment, we must be crystal clear. We stand with Israel. We stand with Israel. And we will make sure Israel has what it needs to take care of its citizens, defend itself, and respond to this attack. There's no justification for terrorism. There's no excuse. Hamas does not stand for the Palestinian people's right to dignity and self-determination. Its stated purpose is the annihilation of the state of Israel and the murder of Jewish people. They use Palestinian civilians as human shields. Hamas offers nothing but terror and bloodshed with no regard to who pays the price.
Yeah, you won't, Jim.
The loss of innocent life is heartbreaking. Like every nation in the world, Israel has the right to respond, indeed has a duty to respond to these vicious attacks. I just got off the phone with
This is why I don't like C-SPAN.
terrorists, purposely target civilians, kill them. We uphold the laws of war, the law of war. It matters, there's a difference. Today, Americans across the country are praying for all those families that have been ripped apart.
Probably with Netanyahu.
A lot of us know how it
Sorry.
feels. It leaves a black hole in your chest when you lose family. Feeling like you're being sucked in. The anger, the pain, the sense of hopelessness. This is what they mean by a human tragedy, an atrocity on an appalling scale. We're going to continue to stand united, supporting the people of Israel who are suffering unspeakable losses and opposing the hatred and violence of terrorism. My team has been in near constant communication with our Israeli partners all across the region and the world from the moment this crisis began. We're surging additional military assistance, including ammunition and interceptors
What?
to replenish Iron Dome. We're going to make sure that Israel does not run out of these critical assets to defend its cities and its citizens.
Are we talking to the
My administration
Palestinian
has
Authority?
consulted closely with Congress throughout this crisis. When Congress returns, we're going to ask them to take urgent action to fund the national security requirements of our critical partners. This is not about party or politics. This is about the security of our world, the security of the United States of America. We now know that American citizens are among those being held by Hamas. I've directed my team to share intelligence and deploy additional experts from across the United States government to consult with and advise Israeli counterparts on hostage recovery efforts. Because as president, I have no higher priority than the safety of Americans being held hostage around the world. The United States has also enhanced our military force posture in the region to strengthen
Congress returns.
our deterrence. The Department of Defense has moved the USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group to the Eastern Mediterranean and bolstered our fighter aircraft presence. And we stand ready to move in additional assets as needed. Let me say again, to any country, any organization, anyone thinking of taking advantage of this situation, I have one word: don't. Don't. Our hearts may be broken, but our resolve is clear. Yesterday, I also spoke with the leaders of France, Germany, Italy, and UK to discuss the latest developments with our European allies and coordinate our united response. This comes on top of days of steady engagement with partners across the region. We're also taking steps at home in cities across the United States of
He
America.
also sat for his
Police
deposition in
departments
the
have stepped
documents
up.
case,
Security
so
around centers
we'll
of
get
Jewish
back to it
life.
this weekend.
The Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Bureau of
God, I wish I could
Investigation are
show you
working
the-
closely with state and local law enforcement and Jewish community partners to identify and disrupt any domestic threat that could emerge in connection with these horrific attacks. This is a moment for the United States to come together, to grieve with those who are mourning. Let's be real clear. There is no place for hate in America. Not against Jews, not against Muslims, not against anybody. We reject. What we reject is terrorism. We condemn the indiscriminate evil, just as we've always done. That's what America stands for. You know, just over 50 years ago, I was thinking about it this morning, talking to the Secretary of State, the Vice President in my office. Over 50 years ago, as a young senator, I visited Israel for the first time as a newly elected senator. And I had a long trip, a meeting with Golda Meir in her office just before the Yom Kippur War. And I guess she could see the consternation on my face as she described what was being faced. They were facing. We walked outside in that sort of hallway outside her office to have some photos. She looked at me all of a sudden and said, "Would you like to have a photograph?" And so I got up and followed her out. We were standing there silent, looking at the press. She could tell, I guess, I was concerned. She leaned over and whispered to me, she said, "Don't worry, Senator Biden. We have a secret rep in here in Israel." My word is what she said. We have no place else to go. We have no place else to go. For 75 years, Israel has stood as the ultimate guarantor of the security of Jewish people around the world, so that the atrocities of the past could never happen again. And let there be no doubt, the United States has Israel's back. We will make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have. It's as simple as that. These atrocities have been sickening. We're with Israel. Let's make no mistake. Thank you.
President, what was your reaction?
Mayor, do you recreate the $6 billion, Mr. President?
All right. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Yeah, reread the snake. Yeah, he's so gross. Hard to listen to that Oscar Brown Jr. song anymore. What's that song? I don't know. I understand. I get. I intellectually, I understand all of it, and why politicians do what they do. As a human, I don't really understand. Yeah. Oh, that Oscar. Oh, the snake. Sorry, I'm slow. Um, I don't know. I just. I don't think. I wonder when we can acknowledge that it's that wanting to see Palestinian life preserved does not have to be antithetical to the preservation of Israel as a Jewish homeland. I just and I know that, see, this is why I don't talk about this, is because I don't understand um, why we allow ourselves to not have that level of just honesty and humanity. Again, it's geopolitics, so there's geopolitics. Yeah, I was gonna admire the empathy when he started talking about weapons, and I don't know. I don't know. No worries. Yeah, I'm actually gonna probably wrap here because we pretty much ended what we needed to do. They banned the book Where the Wild Things Are. Oh my god, Jim. All right. Well, kids, I'm gonna actually end it anyway because we're pretty much done. But I will probably be back tomorrow, I guess, if Congress is going to be in. So there you go. So tune in tomorrow for more fun and frolicking here on the Lolo Show. But yeah, what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Okay. Midweek trash heap. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming. And yeah, I know I can hear, like, I think I have a YouTube page open with the Gaza feed, and I think I can hear little bombings happening. I don't think the answer is always bombing. How about that? So I'm going to just, candle is lit. Oops, the candle just went out. Now it's going to light again. All right, that's okay. We lit it at the beginning of the show. We're going to light it now for everyone. Oops. Everyone in that region who needs hope, I guess. So we'll light the candle for that region and everyone, and for peace and calm heads to prevail, and for bombs to stop dropping, and for children to not be scared. That's what I want. All right. I hope you all have the most wonderful day, and that something good happens, regardless of size, scope, or scale. But thank you for coming. I appreciate you very much. All right. Well, there you go. Bye, my darlings.